Chapter 1484. Luo Feng acted according to his first plan, heading towards Beidi's area. Beidi, in the darkness, a realm beast was fleeing in panic. At the same time, it roared angrily. You're already at the peak of the Type 4 realm, and our realm beast lair has quite a few who have reached the Type 4 realm. Why don't you go and deal with Chia, Emohi, and the others? Eating one of them is equivalent to eating 100 of us. If you keep chasing us, it will only make Emohi and the others stronger. If they reach the Type 5 realm before you, they will definitely eat you. Behind him was another realm beast chasing at high speed. This one's two eyes gleamed with a rainbow light, saying solemnly, "What I do is not up to your Kachiong sect." So, the realm beast Beidi behind continued to accelerate, his speed obviously getting faster. How could Beidi not know? His large-scale hunting strategy made it impossible for him to control the entire situation, causing some of the elite realm beasts to have a chance to escape Beidi's control, if it was like before. Beidi didn't kill the weaker realm beasts, only focusing on the stronger ones, causing them to have no chance at all. His strategy before was simple, but it was destined to be slow. Milky Way leader Luo Feng's threat made Beidi not dare to slow down. He had to constantly devour and grow stronger. I'm stronger than Mo, he, and the others. I've been constantly devouring, madly evolving. I was strong in the past, and will continue to be strong in the future. Beidi's two eyes were filled with madness. He was about to catch that realm beast. Pum! The realm beast that was fleeing before immediately split into 99 bodies and fled. As it was a battle between realm beasts, its life-saving technique, the World Light Passage, will be disrupted by Beidi's World Light domain, unable to stabilize. Hence, it couldn't unleash that technique at all. Even if it could use the Realm Light Passage to escape, it would become even weaker and die even more miserably in the lair of the realm beasts. Wong, Beidi, who had a ferocious expression on his face, immediately emitted a misty rainbow light. The endless rainbow light enveloped the surrounding space-time. It was the World Light domain that was unique to rank 4 world beasts. A powerful binding force acted on the 99 doppelgangers, causing them to feel as if they had sunk into a quagmire, and their flying speed became ridiculously slow. Bam! Beidi also instantly split into 99 doppelgangers and pounced towards his opponent's 99 doppelgangers. 99 realm beasts that had shrunk to one size, crazily toward each other. Beidi, the other clones of the fleeing party had all dissipated, and only one clone remained. It was filled with madness. Dai Kachion. Beidi's 99 doppelgangers dissipated as well, turning back into his original form, which continued to tear at Kachion. The two of them bit and rolled about crazily. In this dusky place, they fought in an endless frenzy. Skin was torn, and jet-black blood flew everywhere. Beidi was at the peak of the 4th rank, while Kachion was at the 3rd rank. Furthermore, there was also the support of the World Light domain, so this fight was completely one-sided. Chi! The bloody light surrounded the sharp claws and instantly pierced through the chest of the realm beast Kachion, causing a huge hole to appear in his chest. Its realm was gone. Its body trembled, and it completely lost the ability to resist. Betty, you will die, you will. Kachion's two eyes stared at Beidi. You didn't hunt Mo, he, and the others, but chose to deal with us. You will definitely die. Die because of your stupidity. Kacha! Beidi's two bloody mouths suddenly opened wide and bit down on both of Kachion's heads, crushing them into pieces. Then it chewed and chewed. Its teeth easily crushed the heads into pieces and swallowed them into its stomach. Then it continued to chew and swallow. Soon, the entire realm beast was devoured. Another one. Beidi raised his two heads, his two eyes gleaming. Just a little bit more, just a little bit more. So, Beidi immediately teleported and disappeared. About half a month later, the realm beast Beidi was madly chasing another realm beast. As Beidi had frozen the surrounding space, there was no way for him to teleport and escape. One chasing and one escaping. After eating it, I'll be close to level 5. Beidou looked forward to it, chasing the other realm beast at high speed. In the silent dark land, not a single sound could be heard. In a rumbling river that pierced through space, Luo Feng stood in the air above it. Why has the direction changed again? This Beidou's direction is constantly changing. This punk's movement speed is so fast, and I have to carefully avoid being discovered by the other realm beasts. Luo Feng was very unhappy. In the distant Luo Feng's small universe, Ma Yuo Sa was respectfully speaking to the god energy clone. Master, the information I spread back then, and I'm under Master's command, causing the realm beasts to evolve much faster. Usually they're very leisurely roaming around, only occasionally going out to hunt. And now they're all very crazy, constantly moving. Beidou is the same. Beidou should be madly hunting right now, as the other realm beasts can sense it. Hence they are able to escape early, causing Beidou to make many wasted trips. However, because there are many realm beasts in the nest, whenever Beidou chases in one direction, there may be hundreds of thousands of realm beasts scattered in that direction. All of them are randomly fleeing, some are even killing each other. This gives Beidou a chance. Plus it can teleport the furthest, hence it can occasionally succeed. The god energy clone listened and nodded. Mark its coordinates at all times. Yes, master. Ma Yuo Sa replied respectfully. Even though he knew Beidou was constantly on the move, Luo Feng didn't dare stop to rest and wait for Beidou to stop, because the moment Beidou stops, he might very well enter level 5. I have to quickly catch up to it. Luo Feng became a floating rock and once again teleported an extremely long distance, constantly closing in. In terms of teleportation distance, Luo Feng was still above Beidou. However, Beidou was able to go wherever he wanted to go. Luo Feng, however, had to avoid many realm beasts, because getting close to them would cause them to feel the ripples of teleportation. If the realm beasts felt the ripples, but couldn't sense where the other realm beasts were, they would definitely be suspicious and would immediately surround and kill him. This way, it would be easy to be exposed. Hence, he had to avoid many realm beasts, causing Luo Feng to take many detours. Who knows if Beidou will rush towards me? Then I'll be able to meet him head-on and directly catch him. Luo Feng anticipated. The huge rock was teleporting again and again in the dusky land. Time passed. More Osha had been maintaining the dusky land model, also maintaining all the realm beast lights. From those lights, one could deduce that the moment Beidou touched a light, the other light would quickly disperse. Obviously, Beidou was hunting and devouring. In the blink of an eye, Luo Feng had already been in the dusky land for over 3 months. The realm beast Beidou was currently sitting on top of a strange floating bald mountain. Its aura was restrained, but the energy that was dissipating in the surrounding space was continuously gathering towards Beidou, naturally condensing into an endless black fog. The dusky land was a lair, the cradle of the realm beasts. Naturally, it contained some special energy. The black mist revolved and wrapped around the realm beast Beidou. Inhale. The black mist occasionally expanded and occasionally shrunk, almost like a huge heart constantly expanding and contracting. This state persisted continuously. And in another part of the dusky land, noticing that Beidou actually hadn't moved, Luo Feng was naturally overjoyed as he rushed in that direction. It actually stopped temporarily. Such a long distance. Even though I have to go around many places, I'll definitely be able to make it in half a day. Shwa! Shwa! The rock swiftly teleported forward. The black mist heart expanded and contracted again and again. Finally, inhale. The entire black mist suddenly shrank. It shrank violently, and all of it shrunk into Beidou's nose. The endless black mist surged into Beidou's nose, revealing his body. Waves of blood-red light appeared on the surface of his body. The blood-red light surrounded him, and gradually, the blood-red light became denser. Rumble, 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 rumble. The space and time around the realm beast Beidou trembled. An incomparably powerful destructive ripple descended, enveloping its body. The blood light on its body became thicker and thicker, its body also slowly becoming larger. In terms of body size, the higher the level of the realm beast, the larger the body. After around an hour, the blood-red light started to slowly retract and stick to its black skin. Strange blood-red lines started to form on realm beast Beidi's skin. After a while, everything disappeared, and realm beast Beidi's entire body was covered in blood-red lines, releasing an aura that could make one's soul tremble. Who? The realm beast Beidi slowly exhaled, opening its two eyes. A carefree smile appeared on both of its heads. Finally, I finally stepped into level 5. The realm beast Beidi finally relaxed. Ever since Mo Luo Sa sent the news, and Mo Luo Sa being suppressed and enslaved, the realm beast Beidi began a new strategy. It had never once relaxed. It knew it was gambling. If the other realm beasts entered level 5 first, it would be in trouble. However, it could not gamble. The threat Luo Feng posed to it was too great. During this period of time, it didn't dare relax for even a moment. I've stepped into level 5. The realm beast nest. No one is a match for me. And Mo He and the rest are destined to die. The realm beast Beidi's two eyes gleamed with madness. And Mo He, Chia, and the other realm beasts had all stepped into level 4. Even though Beidi had the advantage before, at most he could suppress it. Killing it was very difficult. Just like back then when they were both level 3, Beidi had a hard time killing Mo Luo Sa. And now it was different. It had entered level 5. It was completely above level 4. And there were only so many level 4s. Mo He. The realm beast Beidi immediately teleported and began to move. However, I've maintained the same distance as when I was level 4. This way, Mo He and the rest probably won't know I've stepped into level 5. You're only moving now? Not far from the realm beast Beidi, a huge rock floated in mid-air. Too late. Within 5 minutes, I'll catch up to you. Shwa. The rock swiftly closed in on the realm beast Beidi. To be continued. If you like this work, please come to Chidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1485. As it got closer, the huge rock transformed back into the silver-armored Luo Feng. On his back were 5 pairs of resplendent wings. At this time, Luo Feng's gaze was extremely cold. His determination to kill the realm beast Beidi was unshakable. The realm beast Beidi was the strongest amongst the realm beasts. Killing it would delay the time it took for the realm beasts to produce a level 6 being. This was equivalent to giving the universe C races a longer buffer. Beidi has to die. Luo Feng only had one thought in his mind: kill Beidi. Shwa, shwa, shwa. After more than 100 long-distance teleportations, he finally faintly sensed a teleportation fluctuation in the distance. It's over there. Luo Feng immediately teleported towards the ripple. Following closely, he unleashed his space condensation technique, preventing the opponent from teleporting away. Having just stepped into level 5, the realm beast Beidi was in high spirits. He was about to deal with the other level 4 realm beasts. He even pretended to maintain the same distance as when he was level 4. The realm beast Beidi immediately felt a ripple descend, following which the surrounding space froze. He didn't even feel the presence of the realm beast. Hence, the warrior that rushed over wasn't a realm beast. Naturally, it was a life form of the universe C race. A warrior of the universe C could actually sneak into the center of the Duskland and directly kill his way to Beidi's front. Such a coincidence? There were close to 10 million realm beasts in the Duskland, and they had the ability to get lost. To not be discovered by any realm beast and still meet Beidi, the chances were so low that it was negligible. Then it should be that Milky Way leader Luo Feng. Only he, because he enslaved Ma Luo Sa, would know the location of all the realm beasts in the Duskland. The realm beast Beidi immediately had many thoughts. Who is it? The realm beast Beidi knew that he couldn't teleport away anymore. He immediately roared. However, he wasn't in a rush. Both his heads looked towards the ripple. In the distance, a silver-armored human stood in midair. His 5 pairs of silver wings were fully extended. His eyes stared coldly at the realm beast Beidi, like a wolf staring at sheep. "You are the universe sea's strongest warrior, Milky Way leader Luo Feng." The realm beast Beidi said coldly, but he was very confident in his heart. He had already stepped into the 5th level, and he had even sensed part of the source of destruction. His strength had undergone a fundamental leap. Previously, its teleportation distance was shorter, and it was only pretending to be at the 4th level. Rank 5 combat power in the entire realm beast evolution system almost stood at the peak. The advantage a rank 6 had over a rank 5 was merely the ability to create 10 million doppelgangers and the ability to fight a prolonged battle. He did not have much of an advantage in other areas. Beidi, Luo Feng spoke. "You know me? The realm beast Beidi's only eye shone with a dim light. Looks like Morosa told you about it. You sneaked into the dark land without making a sound, and none of the other realm beasts noticed you. You're really amazing. Even I noticed you first, and you showed up on your own. It seems like I'm your target when you entered the Dusk Land, right?" Luo Feng nodded. It was a seemingly cold conversation. However, Luo Feng was observing the realm beast Beidi at all times. This realm beast Beidi actually didn't have any fear at all. Its coldness and calmness made Luo Feng shocked and alert. Because Morosa had already sent a lot of information to every realm beast before he was enslaved. Obviously, a rank 4 realm beast would definitely die in front of Luo Feng. Against an opponent they couldn't defend against, they would normally panic or risk their lives or something else. However, his coldness and calmness was very peculiar. "I was still thinking of killing you in the future. Since you've come to me, then." Beatty's only eye shone with madness. "I'll kill you," Luo Feng roared. Rumble. The 5 pairs of wings on Luo Feng's back expanded fiercely. At the same time, he ignited his god energy to the extreme and madly infused it into the Wu Killer wings. The first 3 scrolls of annihilation were fully unleashed. Even in the Gene World's inheritance, the true god level's 3 stages of ignition was already the limit. Luo Feng's god energy swiftly activated the 3rd engraving of the Wu Killer wings. Suddenly, the surrounding area of several light years was shrouded in a boundless fog. One thought void space. The powerful, binding energy madly wrapped around the Beidi's body. This made Beidi laugh loudly. "Ha! You used this move to force Morosa to use the World Light Tunnel? This move is barely enough to deal with a rank 3 realm beast. However, to me, it's just a joke." Wong. Waves of misty light emanated outwards. It madly eroded the area of the One Thought Void. Its strength even exceeded that of the One Thought Void by a little. It constantly expanded, and the area controlled by the One Thought Void shrank and shrank. Luo Feng's expression changed. How can the World Light Domain be so strong? In theory, a rank 4 realm beast World Light Domain should be about the same as my One Thought Void. Don't tell me this Beidi has really stepped into rank 5? It was the same World Light Domain. When a rank 5 realm beast and a rank 4 realm beast used it, the power was completely different, because the World Light Domain's power depended on the realm. Obviously, a rank 5 realm beast's realm was higher. Indeed, Beidi, he's actually stepped into rank 5. Luo Feng's voice was cold. However, it resounded throughout the light year area. No wonder you're the strongest warrior of the Cosmic Sea. You can actually know I've stepped into rank 5 so quickly." Beidi laughed crazily. Even though his eyes were filled with madness, they were ice cold. Luo Feng also knew from Morosa that Beidi was a very cold person, cruel and merciless. "I've indeed stepped into rank 5. However, you've come to me. You're really asking to die. Your space technique isn't even a match for my World Light Domain." This time, Beidi was suddenly stunned, because a resplendent crystal pearl suddenly flew out of Luo Feng's palm. It was completely golden. This golden crystal pearl floated above Luo Feng's head. Luo Feng's divine energy that had been ignited to its limits continuously flowed into it. Through the golden crystal pearl's transformation, it swiftly became a vast and endless golden wave. Hua hua hua. The golden wave immediately appeared in the light-year area. The golden wave and one-thought void complemented each other. Their power exploded and instantly suppressed the world light domain, causing it to continuously retreat. This golden crystal pearl was known as the Golden Sea Pearl. It was an extremely precious treasure that Luo Feng had brought back from the Gene realm this time around. It was a void real, god-level mechanical type domain treasure. Of course, it was a very normal type, and any void real god could use it. One had to know that the limit of a true god's self-created secret technique was only at the pinnacle of the 9th rank. When Luo Feng was comprehending primal chaos evolution, he far exceeded this limit. In terms of realm, he could completely match up to a normal void true god. Hence, this Golden Sea Pearl could be activated. Actually, in the Gene world, Luo Feng could exchange for treasures at the same price. He could also sell them to the armament world at the same price. Hence, Luo Feng actually obtained a bunch of treasures to see if he could comprehend and activate them. If he felt that he couldn't activate them, he would return. For example, Wu Qi Shun was a true god mechanical type treasure. It was split into 3 stages. The 3rd stage was especially difficult. It was even more difficult to activate than many void, true, god mechanical type treasures. The difficulty of the 3rd stage of the Slaying Wu Wings is rather low, Luo Feng's side. I can activate it at the Master of the Universe level. Normal true gods can activate it too. Moreover, the Slaying Wu Wings lacks the source. Hence, the power of this move is indeed weaker than the World Light domain. The higher the level of the secret technique, the more powerful it was. The simplified version of the one-thought space was far from Luo Feng's true strength at the moment. It was a pity that Luo Feng was still a step away from mastering the 4th stage of the Slaying Wu Wings, one-thought universe. Otherwise, once he comprehended it and used it, its power would be considered strong. In terms of profoundness, the Golden Sea Pearl naturally far surpassed one-thought void. Only normal void, true gods could activate it. It was also close to the limit of what Luo Feng could activate. It was another mechanical type treasure. Although it wasn't as exquisite as the Slaying Wu Wings, its power was still much stronger than one-thought void. The Golden Sea was endless, one-thought void. The two pressured the world light domain to frantically shrink. Realm Beast Bay D snorted angrily. The world light domain had already shrunk to the point where it only surrounded the surface of his body like a thin film. Even so, this layer of world light membrane was extremely dense, but it still withstood all attacks. Milky Way Lord Luo Feng. Realm Beast Bay D snorted coldly. You are just relying on treasures. You kept Morosa in your star tower and enslaved him. You probably relied on the power of treasures too. The truth wasn't far from it. Luo Feng used one thought void, the power to suppress space and the power of the universe's source to make Morosa unable to resist the explosion. I heard that you have an endless ocean clone, Realm Beast Bay D said. The Realm Beast Bay Dige was exceptionally cold and arrogant. He was indeed full of confidence. Just as he opened his mouth to speak, endless black light swiftly shot out with him at the center, enveloping the distant Luo Feng. It was so fast that Luo Feng couldn't dodge it. Countless black threads madly wrapped around Luo Feng, wrapping around him and turning him into a cocoon. However, you were originally a human, and now you've stepped into the true God level. You have to return to your roots and become a human. Your endless ocean clone is probably gone. Kill you? There's no need to fight you at all. I just need to use up your God energy. Realm Beast Bay D looked at the distant black mist cocoon and laughed. The same move, when a level 3 world beast uses it, it's completely different from when a level 5 world beast uses it. My energy is purer and more forceful. The world energy absorption is also stronger. Chi. Luo Feng, who was trapped in the black mist cocoon, didn't rush to break out. Instead, he madly burned his god energy and madly attacked the surrounding black mist cocoon. His god energy and the realm beast's energy madly clashed. Competing with my god energy, Luo Feng sneered within. He could easily transform his god energy into the realm beast's energy, causing his opponent to be unable to fight back. However, to fight back, why not? According to what Morosa said, a level 5 realm beast god energy reserve is probably comparable to a 100 million kilometers tall true god. Luo Feng thought. However, it's still not even a trillionth of mine. To be continued. If you like this work, please come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1486. Amidst the surging golden waves, a huge black cocoon floated up and down. Sometimes it protruded on one side, and sometimes it protruded on the other. It was as if a monster was struggling to break out of the cocoon. Completely opposite forces were frantically annihilating each other. Realm Beast Beidi didn't seem to care about the suppression from the endless waves and the one thought void. It looked at the cocoon made of black fog from afar and laughed arrogantly. Milky Way Lord, when you're trapped inside, not only is your divine power being consumed by the realm beast's power, your divine power is also being absorbed by me. In comparison, my consumption is much lower than yours. In terms of strength, how can an ordinary human like you compare to a noble type 5-world beast like me? Beidi was full of confidence. Break, break, break. The black mist cocoon madly protruded time and time again, faintly revealing the shape of a blade. Clearly, Luo Feng was using his blade to madly hack at the black mist cocoon, but no matter what he did, he couldn't charge out. Haha! Realm Beast Beidi became even more arrogant upon seeing this. Within the black mist silkworm cocoon, Luo Feng seemed to be madly slashing at it time after time, burning his god energy to fight against the world beast's energy. However, within, he was extremely calm, he was clear. The black mist silkworm cocoon was extremely sturdy. To forcefully break it apart, the difference in strength between the two was too huge. He could forcefully break through Morosa's black fog cocoon, but he could not break through the rank 5 world beast Beidis. The best way was to maintain the greatest consumption of divine power and then attack with all his might. That was the best way to break out and escape. My consumption of divine power is only at a relative level. He didn't unleash his full power. Luo Feng thought. Otherwise, if I immediately enlarge my god body to a light year tall, my god energy would surge and I could instantly destroy this cocoon. It was a battle of strength. As the blood shadow blade slashed, Luo Feng maintained a certain degree of control, displaying enough power to make the world beast Bei not suspect anything. But at the same time, he was unable to rush out of the black fog cocoon. Bei, you're the strongest realm beast. Could it be that you don't dare to fight me? Luo Feng's expression was furious as he roared. He understood that the world beast could sense everything within a certain distance. His expression, Bei could see it too. If I could easily kill you, why would I fight with my life on the line? Realm beast Bei was relaxed. In its heart, the biggest opponent was the Galactic Lords. As long as it killed the Milky Way Lord, the other experts of the Cosmic Sea would not even be worth mentioning, and it would easily become the final king. Break! Luo Feng's expression was crazy. His blade was like a glaring snow light, slashing time and time again on the black mist cocoon. In a battle of attrition, I lose 50%, and it also loses 50%. However, it was constantly devouring my divine power, absorbing about 30% of it. Luo Feng calculated. Even though the realm beast Bei was also swallowing, it still needed time to convert the energy. It was just like how Morosa needed a long time to transform once he swallowed the origin. If it were to devour other realm beasts, it would naturally be able to convert the same type of energy into one. However, it would be troublesome to convert the energy that he swallowed. 8 to 5. Luo Feng used 8, it used 5. If this continued, in the blink of an eye, the world beast Bei had already used up 10% of its power. This caused it to be incomparably shocked. Why isn't he dead yet? The world beast Beidou stared at the distant black mist cocoon. It bulged time and time again. Obviously, Luo Feng, who was trapped within, was trying his best to escape. Even if his body is 10 million km tall, it should be exhausted by now. Not right. He's a human. How can he have such a huge body? The world beast Beidou didn't understand. Even though it had chatted with Zhanjia Emperor and Xiuyan before, these two were rejected by the various races of the cosmic sea and had never been to the gene world. They didn't know anything about the 3 levels of the god body. Naturally, they didn't know that once the god body reached the 3rd level, one could obtain unlimited god bodies. Even though Beidou didn't understand, it realized something was wrong. It didn't dare continue. Return. The world beast Beidou's 2 eyes were filled with unwillingness. The distant black mist cocoon immediately split into countless threads and returned to its body. The silver-white armored Luo Feng stood in the distance, the 5 pairs of wings on his back extended, his hand wielding the blood shadow blade. Why aren't you continuing? Luo Feng stared at Beidou. Indeed, the strongest warrior of the cosmic sea. Beidou didn't dare underestimate this Milky Way leader anymore. Your god energy reserves far exceed my expectations. Looks like using such a simple move to kill you is impossible. Luo Feng wielded the blood shadow blade, shaking his head and sighing. I originally wanted to use this move to destroy half of your energy. I didn't expect you to give up so early. It was indeed a disguise. The world beast Beidou suddenly roared softly. I can't be bothered with anything else. I'll just directly crush and kill you. Howl with a roar. The blood engravings on the world beast Beidou's entire body suddenly lit up. His entire body was covered in a blood-colored glow. His aura suddenly grew stronger. He immediately rushed towards Luo Feng. His speed was so fast that it even surpassed Luo Feng's. Luo Feng wielded the blood shadow blade, thinking back to what Ma Yuo Sa had said before. Master, the level 5 world beast has acquired a part of the destruction origin laws. It has the strongest destruction technique. Even if it doesn't unleash its strongest technique, its normal attacks will still contain some destruction mysteries. Its power will greatly increase. Then let me take a look. Luo Feng ignited his god energy to the extreme, immediately infusing it into the Wu Qi god. The Wu Qi god that had transformed into a silver-white color. Its aura immediately rose greatly. Luo Feng had already activated the 2nd level of the Wu Qi god. His strength immediately rose, simultaneously wielding the blood shadow blade. Human. The world beast Beidou that was completely bathed in the blood-colored light extended his left and right hands, one in front and one behind, almost as though he was grabbing an endless universe. Following which the fingers on his right hand moved, immediately a whirlpool path appeared within the golden waves. Following which the fingers on his left hand moved too, another whirlpool path was formed. The walls of the 2 whirlpools were like mirrors, reflecting everything outside. The 2 intertwined, reflecting each other, naturally reflecting the endless world. The 2 whirlpools intertwined, forming an endless world. Reincarnation passage. The world beast Beidou fiercely pushed with both claws. Hua. The 2 intertwining whirlpools formed an endless world, bringing with it a peculiar energy that enveloped Luo Feng. What mystery is this destruction origin laws? Luo Feng immediately felt the mystery within this move. It was just 2 whirlpools, yet seemed to form trillions of spaces. Space annihilation. The blood shadow blade in Luo Feng's hand seemed to have become a willow thread, dancing about, causing endless space ripples. The endless space ripples gathered, finally forming an endless annihilation. Rumble. Luo Feng's blood shadow blade formed a void. Wherever it passed, the golden waves were all reduced to nothingness. Pung, pung, pung. The intertwining whirlpools brought with them a mysterious power. When they clashed with the crushing void, immediately there was an endless rumble. The two whirlpools used all their strength to advance again and again, trillions of world illuminators emitting powerful energies, clashing time and time again. And Luo Feng's blood shadow blade created a void, continuously crushing. Whether it was 1,000 world illuminators, 10,000, or even 100 million, they were all destroyed. Rumble. Finally, the two whirlpools completely collapsed. The crushing void continued to sweep for a distance before dissipating. What? The world beast Bei Di was shocked. He's actually at a disadvantage? Go! The world beast Bei Di didn't hesitate, immediately turning and fleeing, his speed swiftly rising, 100 times light speed, 1,000 times light speed. The world beast Bei Di maintained a world light domain, unleashed the burning blood technique, and then unleashed the technique he comprehended from the destruction origin laws when he broke through to level 5, the reincarnation passage. This was already considered his strongest technique under the premise that it didn't hurt his energy. Indeed, he had an even more powerful technique, the destruction technique. Even though he didn't understand it, he could unleash it. The moment he unleashed it, even a small universe could be easily destroyed. However, at the same time, the cost was huge. After all, he had just stepped into level 5. He hadn't reached the pinnacle of the 5th level. Hence, he wasn't willing to unleash that technique. Flee. I'll flee for my life when my strength reaches the pinnacle of the 5th level, even the 6th level. It won't be too late to kill him then. He's already a true god. He can't improve anymore. But I still have plenty of room to improve. Even though Bei Di thought that, he still felt a sense of fear within. Because this was the first time he was fleeing. No one had ever made him flee. Yet Luo Feng made him flee. Stop! Luo Feng unleashed the endless golden ocean and one thought void, simultaneously pointing. The 9-level star pagoda immediately flew out, glaring with light. The base even formed endless darkness, enveloping the distant realm beast Bei Di. Rumble, the endless darkness whirlpool, madly swallowed the realm beast Bei Di. It's no use. The realm beast Bei Di unleashed the burning blood technique. The blood engravings on his entire body glowed, easily resisting the absorption of the star pagoda. Looks like this isn't enough. Luo Feng shook his head, immediately keeping the star pagoda. Go! Luo Feng waved his hand again, and a dark green plant, like treasure, floated up. Simultaneously, trillions of vines and leaves madly spread out in all directions, swiftly enveloping the land and skies, immediately trapping the distant, escaping realm beast Bei Di. I don't believe you can still escape. Luo Feng's eyes were filled with killing intent, falling into the 1,000-thread swamp, with the endless golden ocean and one thought void. It'll be weird if you escape again. One thought void was the control of space and time. The endless golden ocean was a domain type. The 1,000-thread swamp was a spirit weapon type binding treasure. The 3 were all mechanical types, of which the 1,000-thread swamp and golden ocean pearl were used by normal void true gods. Both were extremely powerful, and the one thought void was the weakest of the 3. The 3 stacked together, trapping the realm beast Bei Di within. Break. Reincarnation passage. Bei Di, who was trapped within, felt the surrounding ocean. Space and time was still suppressing him. In the distance was a densely packed sealed world of countless branches and leaves. It was currently trapped within this sealed world. Its entire body was covered in a blood-colored light, exerting all its strength to unleash its attacks. Time and time again, striking the countless branches and leaves. However, these branches and leaves were incomparably tough. It just couldn't break through. How? The realm beast, Bei Di, roared angrily. His 2 necks were filled with thick veins, his single eye filled with madness. Unable to escape, with Luo Feng's methods, it was enough to kill it. Hence he had to rush out. There was no other choice, only his strongest technique. If you want to die, I'll grant you death. The realm beast, Bei Di, roared madly, immediately unleashing his strongest technique, destruction. To be continued. If you like this work, please come to Chidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1487. After the realm beast Bay D stepped into the 5th level, its black skin already had blood-colored veins. At this moment, as Bay D roared and unleashed its strongest technique, destruction, these blood-colored veins actually swam on the surface of Bay D's body. Immediately after, they swam out of the surface of its body and floated behind it. A huge blood pattern floated behind Bay D. Bay D's body no longer had any blood patterns on it. Roar! An angry roar that seemed to come from the endless past rang out. The huge blood-colored pattern behind Bay D burst forth with a dazzling light. This blood-colored pattern was like a skeleton, and the light that burst forth from it was like skin and flesh. It was rapidly condensing into a huge, two-headed world beast, using the blood pattern as a skeleton to form a world beast. It emitted an endless amount of light, dazzling and eye-catching. Destruction! The world beast Bay D roared. Destruction! The huge light world beast behind it too roared. The roars resonated with each other. Even Luo Feng, who was observing through the thought space, felt his soul tremble. Bay D's right hand suddenly extended. The huge light world beast behind him too extended its right hand. Why? The 5 fingers on its right hand moved, immediately triggering space and time. Rumble! A huge glaring white whirlpool appeared out of nowhere. Its light was dazzling, trillions of times stronger than a star's light. Go! Bay D's right hand fiercely pushed. The light world beast behind him too pushed. This glaring white whirlpool revolved, madly rushing forward. Everything it passed through was destroyed. As the whirlpool moved forward, it was still revolving. This revolving force was able to destroy everything. The incomparably tough wall of vines and leaves was directly torn apart, and countless vines and leaves frantically retracted. The huge sphere of vines and leaves that covered an area of over 100 billion kilometers instantly dissipated, shrinking back into the dark green plant treasure Thousand Thread Swamp. The whirlpool seemed slow. However, that was the effect of time stopping. It was actually extremely fast, piercing through the Thousand Thread Swamp's bindings and rushing straight towards the distant Luo Feng. In the distance on top of the golden waves was a 9-level pagoda. Luo Feng had already entered the Star Pagoda. Even though Luo Feng was confident that he could take this attack head-on, he didn't dare to be rash. Die! The world beast Bay D stared at Luo Feng from afar, his 2 eyes filled with anticipation. Luo Feng, who was in the Star Tower, was similarly looking at the dazzling whirlpool pathway that was charging towards him. Destroy? Was this destruction? The strongest attack of the realm beast's 6 stages, and it contains part of the origin of destruction? Luo Feng was shocked. If a weaker true god saw this move, he would only feel that it was unbelievably powerful, but he wouldn't be able to see the mysteries behind it. Luo Feng? But he saw through part of the mystery. Although he was also a real god, in actual fact, Luo Feng was able to create his own top rank 11 secret skill. It could be said that his realm was not inferior to an ordinary void real god. As long as he was willing, he could totally transform his small universe quickly to a higher level and become a void real god himself. To become a void real god, it could be said to be difficult, but it could also be said to be easy. As long as one could create a top-ranked 10 secret skill on his own, he would be able to become a void real god, just like the original ancestor. As for God I True Lord, True God Ju He, and Chaos City Master, they could only create top-rank 9 techniques. Wanting to break through was as difficult as ascending the heavens. Just like the masters of the universe who had created a top-notch rank 5 secret art, breaking through it was as difficult as ascending to the heavens. Luo Feng only became a true god when his god body was 100,000 times stronger than before. The difficulty was even harder than becoming an eternal true god. Coupled with the fact that his foundation was already high, he naturally gained a lot from comprehending the primal chaos evolution. Now that he could create a top rank 11 secret technique, would Luo Feng dare to become a void true god? He didn't dare. This was because the moment one became a void real god, he had to attempt reincarnation within a short period of time. He would no longer have the chance to fight against the realm beast. When he was in the reincarnation cycle, the realm beast would come and devour his small universe and destroy everything. The primal universe would be destroyed, the human race would be wiped out. Earth and Luo Feng's family would all perish. Would Luo Feng allow that? Hence, no matter how high his realm was, he didn't dare to break through. He would rather stay at the level of a real god. As such, only then would he have enough time to fight against the realm beast. This is the destruction origin source, and the primal universe is the source of life. Luo Feng was completely attracted by this move. The whirlpool tunnel that represents part of the destruction origin source is actually so dazzling. Luo Feng's eyes reflected the glaring white whirlpool pathway that was swiftly approaching. This whirlpool pathway's mysteries were constantly being discovered by Luo Feng, and in the distant black engraved pillar space, under the time acceleration of 10 million times, his god energy clone was swiftly pondering, constantly comprehending and raising his own level. Destruction. This was his first time coming into contact with the destruction origin source. As a life that was born from the primal universe, Luo Feng was completely immersed in this move. Boom! As time seemed to have stopped, the endless dazzling whirlpool tunnel collided with a 9-story tower, causing the entire star tower to fly backwards from the shock. What a mysterious move. Luo Feng was astonished. This Beidi doesn't have Wu Qi Shun, Wu Yu Yi, Blood Shadow Blade, and many other treasures. Even though he is just coming at me, he is still able to unleash such power. If I don't have the star tower, although I can block it, I will definitely be at a disadvantage. The whirlpool tunnel collided with the star tower. Luo Feng naturally could clearly feel the power of this move. He swiftly deduced that he could block it, but he would definitely be at a disadvantage. The prerequisite to being able to block it was that he had Wu Qi Shun and the Blood Shadow Blade. If you have the ability, just hide within the star tower. Beidi roared ferociously. The huge light world beast behind him had already dissipated and the blood engravings merged back into his skin. So, Beidi turned and fled at high speed. He wasn't stupid. Even this destruction move, Luo Feng could easily block it while hiding within the star tower. Then why would he continue fighting? Beidi, you're the strongest realm beast. You're just gonna run like that? The star tower swiftly flew over. Hua Hua Hua, Jin Haizhu and Wu Yu Yi controlled the golden waves and almost solidified time and space, madly restricting Beidi. Luo Feng's explosive speed was already terrifyingly fast, and with Beidi being restricted, naturally the distance between them got closer and closer. Damn! Beidi's expression was ferocious as he gritted his teeth. He didn't dare break apart his body, because he knew that the 99 bodies he broke apart had no way to resist the absorption of the star tower. So, the star tower swiftly chased, getting closer and closer to Beidi. Beidi, following Luo Feng's rumble, a wave of god energy swiftly rushed out and enveloped the escaping Beidi. Even though the god energy itself didn't have much of a hindrance, it was like hot steel thrown into water. When the god energy wave enveloped the Beidi, Chi, the god energy and the realm beast's energy madly clashed. Beidi seemed to have gone mad. Ever since he was born, he had never felt so stifled before. He understood now that the Milky Way leader's god energy reserves far exceeded his own, hence he dared to use this move. Don't tell me you want to rely on this move to kill me? Beidi's two heads looked at the star tower and raged. If you have the guts, come out and fight me. All right. A silver-white silhouette immediately flew out from the star tower. Beidi was immediately stunned. He didn't expect the Milky Way leader to actually dare fly out from the star tower. Isn't he afraid I'll kill him? Beidi was extremely suspicious. When he was forced into such a situation earlier, he almost decided to use the World Light Passage to escape. Because the World Light Passage was the ultimate escape technique, the moment it was used, he would have to burn his world, causing the world within his body to drop by at least one level. He was a level 5 world beast, If he used the passage, he would have to drop back to level 4, and he would have to swallow more than 30 level 4 world beasts before he could return to level 5. Unless he was forced into a corner, he wouldn't be willing to do that. Beidou, Luo Feng wielded the blood shadow blade and broke through the air. I respect you. I'll let you die in battle. Arrogant. Beidou was even more furious. Immediately, the blood-colored tattoo on his body floated up again, revolving and dancing around his body, floating behind him and emitting a glaring light. The light swiftly condensed with the blood-colored tattoo as a skeleton, forming a glaring light world beast. Beidou and the light world beast did the same thing, extending their right hands at the same time. Destroy. Beidou once again unleashed his strongest move. Even though this move consumed a lot of energy, it wasn't as cruel as the World Light Passage where one had a drop in level. Very good. Luo Feng's eyes stared at the glaring whirlpool, studying it with all his might. Why did he come out to battle it? Because he wanted to see this destroy move. Because this destroy move contained a portion of the destruction origin energy. Other than being in the hands of the world beast, there was no other chance to study it. It's like this, Howl. Luo Feng studied it, his god energy clone, carefully analyzing it under the 10 million times time acceleration. Die. Beidou gritted his teeth as he stared at Luo Feng. Rumble. The glaring whirlpool immediately crushed everything as it rushed towards Luo Feng. Everywhere it passed, everything was destroyed. There is nothing that could stop this whirlpool that represented destroy. However, Luo Feng held the blood shadow blade and didn't move at all. All his attention was on this whirlpool. Light wings. Luo Feng suddenly waved the blood shadow blade in his hand at the last moment. The blade light lit up and instantly formed a similarly glaring, huge white light dragon with wings. This glaring light dragon was over 100 million kilometers long, and its white dragon scales were extremely clear. Every scale was even more glaring than a star. The entire white light dragon's eyes were filled with coldness. It flapped its huge wings and lowered its head as it charged towards the whirlpool passage. Rumble, rumble, rumble. The whirlpool passage and the light-winged dragon collided. In terms of realm, Luo Feng was comparable to a void real god, with Wu Qi Shun, Blood Shadow Blade, and Annihilation supporting him. This attack was completely comparable to an attack from a top void real god. It also had the power to destroy a small universe. To be continued. If you like this work, please come to Chidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1488. Today was the second time. Rumble. Just like the destruction of the universe, endless shockwaves swept in all directions. A portion of the broken whirlpool path even clashed with Luo Feng's blood shadow blade, causing him to tumble and fly backwards. Chi. Luo Feng's body was in pain from the impact, immediately spitting out a mouthful of blood. After becoming a true god, Luo Feng's blood became a very normal red color. Too mysterious, too mysterious. Luo Feng wasn't annoyed at all. Instead, he was filled with joy. The first time he watched from afar and used the Star Pagoda to resist the destruction. This time, however, he personally used the Blood Shadow Blade to resist it. His comprehension of the destruction laws was much clearer. Naturally, his gains were much greater. As for spitting out a mouthful of blood, that was nothing, it was nothing. As for the expenditure of his god energy, with Luo Feng's huge body, it was practically negligible. World Beast Beidou saw Luo Feng spit out a mouthful of blood and actually became a beam of light again. He couldn't help but be shocked. You can withstand it. He didn't expect the Milky Way leader to actually withstand the destruction, not relying on the Star Pagoda or other palace treasures, but directly withstanding it. This is your strongest move? It's just average. Luo Feng broke through the air and once again slashed out with the Blood Shadow Blade in his hand. The blade's light filled the air and transformed into a dazzling, huge winged light dragon. The resplendent white light dragon gracefully flapped its wings and charged straight towards the world beast Beidou. Beidou didn't dare to take it head-on, because it knew that Luo Feng's move was only slightly weaker than its destruction. If it was hit, its energy loss wouldn't be any less than using destruction once. From the start of the battle till now, it had already used destruction twice, and it had just stepped in a level 5, not yet at the pinnacle of level 5. If it continued, Luo Feng wouldn't even need to do anything. It wouldn't even have the strength to resist. Break! The world beast, Beidi's body, immediately split into 99 parts that fled in different directions. Ayo! The dazzling white light dragon raised its head and roared, instantly disintegrating into tens of thousands of white lights, directly shooting towards the 99 doppelgangers. Immediately, the other 99 doppelgangers automatically dissipated before being bombarded, leaving only the original body to flee. The main body was bombarded by the 3 white lights, but it was still fleeing at high speed. Beidi, now that I'm out, you don't dare to fight? Luo Feng's speed obviously surpassed Beidi's, swiftly closing in. Beidi did not make a sound, but tried his best to escape. Come on, wasn't that move of yours very powerful? The closer Luo Feng got, the more he felt pity. He knew from Morosa that a normal level 5 world beast wouldn't be able to use destruction many times. Hence, every time it was used, it would consume a lot of energy. From the looks of it, Beidi wasn't willing to use it anymore. If I could observe it a few more times, it would be even more beneficial to me. Luo Feng felt a bit of pity. Just now, he had experienced destruction twice, and the benefits were simply astonishing. Luo Feng felt that as long as he digested it, he would be able to create a level 12 technique. One had to know that the higher one went, the harder it got. Luo Feng had restricted himself to true god level. Naturally, raising his level would be harder. How could real gods, void real gods, and eternal real gods increase their realms? The first was normal comprehension. The second was to observe the evolution of his own small universe. A true god's small universe was too small, and the mysteries contained within were also low. Like the birth and destruction of the primal universe, the mysteries contained within were profound enough to make countless warriors from the ancient civilizations yearn to watch. This was also the reason why Mountain Passenger asked Luo Feng to make that request to the primal universe source willpower. A true god small universe was the smallest. A void real god small universe was slightly bigger, and the mysteries contained within were more profound. An eternal real god small universe was even bigger, and the inner workings were even more profound, constantly increasing. If Luo Feng broke through to void real god, just by comprehending his own small universe, his improvement would be much faster than now. However, he didn't dare. He had to restrict himself to true god level. Since you're like this, then don't blame me. Luo Feng snorted coldly, and immediately, a wave of divine power surged out, swiftly binding the nearby Beidi. Chi. The divine power and the world beast's power madly clashed. Both of Beidi's heads turned to stare at Luo Feng, staring hard, gritting his teeth. Milky Way leader, I'll remember you. Ah! Beidi fiercely raised his head and roared unwillingly. His roar was filled with madness and mournfulness. At the same time, a dense rainbow light began to emit from his body. The most important realm within his body was madly burning. This was a choice that no realm beast would want to make, even the strongest amongst the realm beasts. Once they did this, it would be thousands of times harder to climb back to the top of the realm beasts. Not good. Luo Feng immediately understood. This Beidi was about to unleash the world light passage. 1. The 5 pairs of resplendent wings behind Luo Feng expanded. The divine power that was burning to the extreme crazily poured into the slaying Wu wings, immediately activating the 4th layer of the slaying Wu wings. In an instant, every engraving on the 4th pair of wings shone brightly. The original one-thought void immediately dissipated. At the same time, a small universe with a diameter of over 10,000 light-years was born. Chaotic air currents filled the air. The golden wave formed by the golden sea pearl was only a small part of the entire small universe. This was the 4th layer of the slaying Wu wings. One thought universe. No! The tunnel of realm light that was about to form was suddenly crushed by the pressure of the small-scale origin energy of the universe. This caused the realm beast, Baidi's face to be filled with fear, unwillingness, and madness. Burn again! Rumble. The rainbow light on the Baidi's body became even thicker. He originally intended to only drop to level 4, but now he couldn't care less. Even dropping to level 3 was fine, as long as he could escape. Rumble. Under the powerful pressure of the small universe energy, the world light passage couldn't be formed at all. This. Realm beast Baidi was in despair. It did not even continue to burn the realm light, because the realm light energy produced was the densest when it dropped from the 5th level to the 4th level. The realm light energy produced from the 4th level to the 3rd level was already much smaller, let alone the later levels. It dropped from level 5 to level 3 in one breath, yet it was easily crushed. This irresistible difference made the Baidi understand, even if he added more world light energy, it would still be useless. How can this be? I've already stepped into level 5. The Baidi looked in disbelief at the chaotic energy flow everywhere, looking at the distant Luo Feng. Luo Feng, however, smiled. He had to thank the Baidi for being able to unleash the one-thought universe. Before the battle, he was still a sliver away from comprehending the slaying Wu Wing's 4th layer. Just that sliver was enough to make him unable to break through. However, when he saw the Baidi unleash his destruction, that was the first time he unleashed it. He had some comprehension and swiftly broke through that sliver, understanding how to unleash the 4th layer of the slaying Wu Wings. As for the Baidi unleashing it the 2nd time, Luo Feng had even more comprehension. One thought void, one thought universe. Both were a form of control over space-time. The control of void formation with one thought was still limited, but universe formation with one thought was able to form a small cosmos, which was terrifyingly strong. How could the realm light passageway charge out of a cosmos? Prepare to die. The star pagoda flew out from Luo Feng's hand. It floated high up. The bottom of the pagoda formed an endless black whirlpool, enveloping the distant Baidi. Baidi, who had returned to level 3 in one breath, had no way of resisting the dual control of the star pagoda and small universe. You are vicious. The Baidi was bound by the black whirlpool, flying towards the black hole at the base of the star pagoda. It stared hard at the distant Luo Feng, roaring, "Milky Way leader, you are indeed the biggest obstacle to our realm beast race. However, no one can stop us from rising, no one. Those who block us will all be destroyed by us." The Baidi stared hard at Luo Feng. You, and your race, are destined to be destroyed. This is your fate, a fate you can't fight against. Rumble. The Baidi's entire body exploded into nothingness. Luo Feng watched from afar, Baidi choosing to self-destruct. He indeed had no choice. Mo Luo Sa was only at the pinnacle of level 2 back then. He had to rely on the star pagoda suppression, his own small universe energies, and one thought space. These 3 powers were able to suppress it and prevent it from self-destructing. However, no matter how weak Baidi was, he was still at the pinnacle of level 3. He only had the small universe energies to suppress it. One thought universe, compared to Luo Feng's heavenly powerful small universe, it was still quite a bit weaker. Of course, it was much stronger than a normal true god small universe. Baidi died. Before Baidi died, he naturally immediately used his senses to pass on what he wanted to say to the other realm beasts, other than Mo Luo Sa. The realm beast nest was dark, with close to 10 million realm beasts scattered. These realm beasts usually fought and killed each other, chasing after the last chance to become the king. Their life's destiny was to destroy. The noble beasts had never looked down on the various life forms of the universe. To them, even during their incubation period, the Universe C races were just their food. I'm Baidi. The Universe C race's #1 warrior, Milky Way leader Luo Feng, has entered my dusky lands. He has already entered the dusky lands. I have already stepped into level 5. However, I'm still not his match. He's much stronger than we expected. All the realm beasts, our life and death crisis has truly arrived. Against the Milky Way leader, if we don't unite against him, our realm beasts will fall under his hands. This is the greatest crisis for us realm beasts. A crisis that requires all the realm beasts to face together. Abandon all killing, unite, and kill the Milky Way leader. Even if I unleash the world light tunnel, I won't be able to escape. I will self-destruct, and all my comrades, remember, I, level 5 realm beast Beidou, will die under Luo Feng's hands. And all of you will have to kill him. Kill the Milky Way leader. Kill the Milky Way leader. The realm beast Beidou's voice resounded within the hearts of the 10 million realm beasts in the dusky lands. All of them, no matter how ambitious they were before, had all quietened down. The densely packed close to 10 million realm beasts, at this moment, were all unprecedentedly silent. Following that, they all realized that the Beidou they could sense before had suddenly disappeared. Beidou was dead. Howl, howl, howl. At the same time, the entire realm beast lair, the 10 million realm beasts roared. Their roars were filled with endless rage and madness. Kill the Milky Way leader. Kill the Milky Way leader. Kill the Milky Way leader. The realm beasts all let out their own voices. Every one of them received the voices of their comrades. At this time, the 10 million realm beasts' voices merged into the same rhythm, the same tone. Kill the Milky Way leader. Tomato is very sorry. A relative of mine suddenly passed away. Tomato had to rush back to the village to pay his respects. Today and tomorrow will be very busy. The updates will be irregular. I haven't lived in my old house for a long time. Naturally, there's no internet. I've been going to other people's houses to upload novels. Hence these 3 days, I've been updating 2 chapters a day. After all, going to other people's houses, just going once a day is enough. I can't keep troubling them. Today was Monday. Tomato was also looking for recommendation votes. Right now, the recommendation votes were lagging behind. To be continued. If you like this work, you're welcome to Kamachidian. Come and vote. Your support is my biggest motivation. Chapter 1489. The countless realm beasts in the Duskland were shocked and enraged. This Milky Way leader first enslaved Morosha, and now killed Beidou. Beidou had stepped into level 5. It was a realm beast that possessed the strongest offensive technique, destruction, yet it could not even escape. Such a powerful enemy was definitely a threat to the entire realm beast race. We have to kill him. We can't let him escape. Our comrades are everywhere in the Duskland. How could he have infiltrated the center and killed Beidou? Even with Morosha's guidance, when he first entered the Duskland, he lost his sense of direction. He shouldn't have been able to determine his position. With Morosha's guidance, he could have reached the center. What we have to do now is to kill him. We have to surround him in large numbers. We have to have enough realm beasts. Otherwise, with Morosha's guidance, he could easily escape again. After killing Beidou this time, the next one would probably be Chia and Long Chua. He will kill the strongest of our realm beasts one by one. He has to die. We can't let him escape. He killed Beidou, right where Beidou was. Countless realm beasts communicated with each other. The realm beast's mental processing speed was no less than a true god's. It wasn't hard for them to simultaneously communicate with millions of voices. So. The ferocious realm beasts roared and roared. They swiftly rushed from their respective positions towards where Beidou had fallen. Especially the realm beasts that were closest to that area. They rushed over even faster. We have to find him. We can't let him escape. Every single realm beast understood. The Milky Way leader's strength had already surpassed any of the realm beasts. If he was left alone, the final ruler might not even be born. And the Milky Way leader had Morosha's guidance. It wouldn't be hard for him to escape from the Duskland. Hence, they had to find him quickly. If they didn't find him for a long time, then the Milky Way leader might escape. Hence, even though they knew they would die, they had to rush over. In the face of a true enemy, these realm beasts that were born for the purpose of destruction would definitely unite against the enemy. After the silver-armored Luo Feng killed Beidou, He immediately teleported away from his original position and communicated with Morosha. Morosha, pay attention to all the realm beasts' movements and mark them within Luo Feng's small universe. The divine power incarnation was saying this to Morosha. Morosha replied excitedly, "Yes, Master. Master, you're simply too amazing. Beidi has already stepped into the 5th grade, but he still died in your hands. He couldn't even escape. Hurry up and mark it." The divine power incarnation, however, was not at all pleased with himself. This battle, not only did it concern his own life and death, it also concerned everything he protected. For the Earth's bloodline, for his family, Luo Feng would rather die than kill all the world beasts. "I'm sensing it," Morosa sensed while controlling the huge Darkland model in front of him. On the gigantic spherical model that hovered in the air, there were close to 10 million light spots scattered all over the Darkland. In an instant, more than 1 million light spots began to move, mainly towards the area near Beidi's position. More than 1 million light spots were rapidly moving towards that area. It was obvious that these light spots were shrinking and the density of light spots in that area was increasing rapidly. The divine power incarnation's expression was solemn. He understood that every speck of light represented a realm beast. The million specks of light quickly gathered at the center. It was clear that more than 1 million realm beasts were gathering. "Master, there are about 1.63 million realm beasts. They're swiftly gathering at your location," Morosa said. "These realm beasts are at least at the pinnacle of the 2nd grade. When they unleash their burning blood technique, they are only slightly weaker than Master's teacher, the primal Chaos City Master, and the others. So many realm beasts. Master." Morosa was obviously very worried. More than 1 million realm beasts. That was equivalent to more than 1 million true gods. And they weren't normal true gods. They used mechanical treasures and were equivalent to the blood orchid primogeniture. With so many of them attacking together, even 10 to 100 void real gods would be annihilated. That's all. The divine power incarnation frowned. "Master," Morosa was shocked. "Too little? More than 1 million realm beasts. How do I get all the other realm beasts to gather here?" The divine power incarnation asked. "Master, because you killed Beidi and didn't let him escape. That's why countless realm beasts are paying attention to you. That's why more than 1 million of them are gathering there. This is already unprecedented," Morosa said. "To get more realm beasts over is very difficult. Really very difficult." The divine power incarnation nodded. In the endless dark land, huge rocks floated. "Looks like I have to get more realm beasts over. I have to make them realize just 1 million realm beasts isn't enough to deal with me. Only then will they gather more." Luo Feng pondered. The more the realm beasts, the better. The more effective the source will be. Luo Feng looked forward to it. The source was unique. In the world of Jin, the eternal true gods used the mechanical treasures to store their godly energy. The moment it was released, it dissipated. It was obvious that the supreme laws were affecting everything. And the source of Wu Yuyi's slaying was obviously in accordance with the supreme laws. That was why Luo Feng could use it. Maybe this source is also a chance of survival against the realm beast calamity. Luo Feng exclaimed. Against millions of realm beasts, without the source, even he would feel helpless. And the source. This was the power of the eternal true God's primal chaos golden wings, Wu's slaying wings, in its complete form. It was probably the highest level of energy stored at its limit. Its power was so great that even the strongest treasures, true God weapons, would shatter with such power. Even if Luo Feng didn't hide in his star pagoda and was hit, he would still die. Much less the realm beasts without any treasures. The source can only be used once. Hence I have to gather as many realm beasts as possible. It would be best if all the realm beasts are gathered. Luo Feng looked forward to it. An absolute warrior's attack could even travel over 100 million light years. Just like Luo Feng could do it, otherwise how could he destroy a small universe with one attack? The so-called destruction of a small universe was actually attacking the small universe's source. A small universe's source had to be at the center, and it couldn't be moved at all. As long as one could destroy the source, the small universe would naturally be destroyed. Let the realm beasts gather in a small area, unleash all the power of the source, and sweep everything away, destroying all the realm beasts. Luo Feng pondered, what I need to do now is to let the 8 million realm beasts that haven't arrived yet. So. 1. 6 million realm beasts were swiftly encircling from all directions, all of them using their extreme distance teleportation to get closer and closer, constantly feeling the ripples in the surrounding area. If they felt the ripples and there weren't any other realm beasts in that area, then it would definitely be the Milky Way leader. A malevolent realm beast stood in mid-air, surveying his surroundings. I've already reached where Beidi died. However, the Milky Way leader isn't here. It's only been a while. The Milky Way leader can't have escaped far. He's definitely in the surrounding area. Let's try our best to surround him, maintain a good distance between each other. Every realm beast can sense and control a certain area. Try not to leave any space for him to escape. The densely packed realm beasts communicated with each other. Their coordination was even more intricate than an army's. Everyone maintained a certain distance, each sensing an area, constantly shrinking the encirclement. The smaller the encirclement, the smaller the Milky Way leader's space to escape. Time passed. Why haven't we discovered him yet? Our encirclement has already shrunk to the point where there's no gap. As long as he's within this space, the Milky Way leader will definitely be discovered by us. All the realm beasts madly searched. However, no matter how they searched, they couldn't find him. Then, there was only one possibility. We spent too much time forming the tightest encirclement. He must have escaped through a loophole before we completely surrounded him. Maruza must have been guiding him all along. We can't let him escape. Even if he escapes our encirclement, he can't have escaped too far. With such a short amount of time, he must still be in the center of our dusky land. We need more comrades. Capture him. Following the communication, all the realm beasts in the dusky land were shocked. The 1 million realm beasts were the closest to the area where Beidi died. They actually didn't trap him? Wah. Densely packed, more and more realm beasts began to move, madly encircling and capturing from different areas. And the 1 million realm beasts that had already formed an encirclement also began to teleport outwards, continuing to search for Luo Feng. With so many realm beasts, the moment one discovered Luo Feng, the rest would swiftly surround him. Master. Maruza controlled the huge dusky land model and said, including the 1 million realm beasts from before, there's a total of 6 million realm beasts moving. They're swiftly encircling you from different areas, and they're constantly shrinking the area. Master, it'll be too hard for you to escape. Under his intentional control, and with every realm beast able to sense each other, Maruza was also in the distant small universe. His senses were already blurry and not precise enough. He was no longer able to find an escape route for Luo Feng. I know. The divinity incarnation laughed. 6 million. Maruza looked suspiciously at Luo Feng. The more realm beasts there were, the happier the master was. On a floating mountain range in the dusky land, there was a piece of rock that was naturally inconspicuous. They didn't discover me before, so they increased their search power. Luo Feng pondered, however, it's already 6 million now. The total number of realm beasts is only 9 million. The search power has been maximized. Even if the realm beasts at the edge come over, they won't be able to form an effective encirclement. Hence, relying on hiding and attracting more search power won't work. I have to kill until they're terrified and enraged. Let them understand how big a threat I am. Luo Feng thought. Let them quickly get rid of me. These 6 million realm beasts searching for me. The more they can't trap me, the more anxious the realm beasts at the edge will be. They won't be able to resist and join in. That piece of rock swiftly transformed, becoming a silver armored man. 5 pairs of resplendent wings extended behind him. To be continued. If you like this work, please come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1490. Today was the second chapter. Luo Feng immediately teleported in the vast space of the dusky land. Maruza, mark out all the realm beasts that are suspected to be level 3 and 4, especially those that are here to surround and kill me. The god energy body ordered. Since he was going to kill, naturally he had to kill the strongest realm beasts. The stronger the beast, the more it would affect the other realm beasts, making them even more terrified and furious. Yes, Maruza was extremely cooperative because he wanted his master to kill all the other realm beasts. Then he would become the final king. As for whether he would feel pity, how could that be? His faction was already different. He was completely on Luo Feng's side. After being enslaved, he wanted all the other realm beasts to die. The other realm beasts too wanted to kill him. Master, the closest one to you is Meng Ta. He should be at the pinnacle of level 3. Of course he could be level 4. Back then he fought with me many times. More and more realm beasts rushed towards this vast region, searching with all their might in the surrounding area. What they didn't know was that in one of the regions, on a mountain range, Luo Feng had always been hiding there, only relying on his formlessness to make the realm beasts unable to detect him. Just where is he? Just where is that damned Milky Way leader? Realm beast Meng Ta floated in mid-air, looking around and sensing the ripples. His face was filled with rage and rage. 6 million realm beasts are purposely trying to surround him. He definitely won't be able to escape. Meng Ta was about to teleport and continue searching. Suddenly, a ripple suddenly appeared, following which the space around him immediately froze. Realm beast Meng Ta couldn't even teleport anymore. Realm beast Meng Ta saw the silhouette that appeared in the distance. In the endless dusky void, there was a dazzling silver silhouette walking over. Behind him, there were 5 pairs of dazzling wings. He looked at Realm Beast Meng Ta and extended his right hand. A 9-floored pagoda appeared out of nowhere and flew up. A golden pearl appeared above his head too. Rumble. A golden wave appeared in a light-year area. The star pagoda, too, hung high and glowed. Its base formed an endless dark whirlpool that enveloped Realm Beast Meng Ta. Milky Way leader. Realm Beast Meng Ta was happy, shocked, and furious. He was happy that he had finally found the Milky Way Lord. He was furious because he had been attacked by the Milky Way Overlord. He was currently at the peak of the Third Order, and he only needed to devour a few more realm beasts to advance to the Fourth Order. However, a peak level 3 was only a peak level 3. Compared to a level 5 Beatty, there was a vast difference. Facing a galaxy lord was like a little lamb facing a prehistoric dinosaur. They were not on the same level at all. Rumble, the black whirlpool formed at the base of the star tower, completely restricted the realm beast lord. Coupled with the pressure of the Golden Sea domain, it was unable to struggle and escape. Milky Way leader, you're dead. You're dead. Realm Beast Meng Ta was filled with madness. He roared, "Don't think of enslaving me." Boom! The Realm Beast Meng Ta immediately exploded. Luo Feng shook his head. Every world beast was incomparably proud. They would rather die than be enslaved. Back then, Morosa would rather die than be enslaved. It was only because he was suppressed and unable to self-destruct that he was enslaved. Of course, after being enslaved, he would be absolutely loyal to Luo Feng from the depths of his soul. Naturally, he would stand by Luo Feng's side. Now everyone knows where I am. Luo Feng's eyes were filled with anticipation, immediately disappearing with a so. Meng Ta has discovered the Milky Way leader. The Milky Way leader is at Meng Ta's location. We've discovered the Milky Way leader. Meng Ta is dead. The realm beasts that were originally madly searching for the Milky Way leader were extremely excited. Even though they knew Meng Ta was dead, they weren't shocked at all. Instead, they were even more furious. After all, even a level 5 Beatty was dead. Any other realm beast being killed by the Milky Way leader was extremely normal. Right now, in the hearts of the realm beasts, the Milky Way leader was like an endless towering wall, blocking their path. If a single realm beast charged at the wall, they would only be smashed to pieces. Only by relying on a large number of realm beasts to surround and attack them, would they have any hope? We've confirmed the location of the Milky Way leader. All the realm beasts have to move together, at least 1,000 of them. If they move alone or in small numbers, the moment they meet the Milky Way leader, they won't be able to resist. They have to move together in large numbers. Combine. When the realm beasts were truly focused on dealing with the Milky Way leader, their discipline surpassed any other army. Before, they had spread out to search for Luophone. Now that they realized Luophone was within their encirclement, Meng Ta was one of them. When Luophone killed Meng Ta, he was naturally within their encirclement. Within the encirclement, everyone could madly shrink back, not giving the Milky Way leader a chance to escape. Swiftly shrink back. All the realm beasts stopped searching randomly, madly heading towards the area where Meng Ta died. This time wasn't like the time when Beidi died. When Beidi died, all the realm beasts were scattered. However, this time they were more concentrated. Gather. While teleporting, the realm beasts could feel their comrades' positions and movements. Naturally, they began to gather. 2 realm beasts quickly moved together, and soon there were 3 realm beasts, 6 realm beasts. As the realm beasts teleported, the higher the number of realm beasts, the more they gathered together. 50 of them moved together, and after teleporting twice, there were more than 100 of them. After teleporting a few more times, there were more than 500 of them, and soon there were more than 1,000 realm beasts. After Luophone killed the realm beast Meng Ta, he immediately teleported to the nearest flowing river in space, immediately becoming a river and flowing within it. Master, the realm beasts are beginning to form alliances. Right now, the largest group already has over 100 realm beasts. Oh, it's already over 300. Morosha felt the ripples and swiftly informed Luophone. The largest group has close to 5,000 realm beasts moving together. Which team is the largest in the area near this river? The incarnation of divine power asked. Right here. Maruza pointed. That small area immediately lit up. This group already is close to 2,000 realm beasts. They were the largest group in the area around the river. The other 3 groups are respectively 800 realm beasts, 1,002 realm beasts, and 1,000 realm beasts. Within the flowing river, suddenly a ball of water flew out and condensed into a human form. The silver-armored Luo Fang's 5 pairs of wings spread open, saying softly, "I want to make you all afraid, truly afraid. The more afraid you are, the more you will spare no effort to kill me." Shua. Luophone immediately teleported towards the group of close to 2,000 realm beasts. As the saying goes, once there were 10,000 people, there would be a sea of people. These realm beasts were naturally huge, with close to 2,000 of them. They were densely packed, emitting an evil energy that was enough to make even the true gods of the cosmic sea afraid. Ripple. Close to 2,000 realm beasts all felt it. Hua. The surrounding space immediately froze. Attention all. The silver-armored man appeared in mid-air. His resplendent wings spread open. Milky Way leader. Close to 2,000 realm beasts were shocked. Kill him. Kill the Milky Way leader. Close to 2,000 realm beasts didn't hesitate, all madly unleashing their attacks. In an instant, their bodies began to burn with bloodlight. Obviously, they were all unleashing the igniting blood technique. All of them punching towards Luophone. Countless glaring black lights covered the sky and land, enveloping Luophone. Shua. Luophone took a step and immediately entered the star pagoda that appeared before him. Punk. Close to 2,000 realm beast attacks caused the star pagoda to tremble and fly backwards. Within the pagoda, Luophone nodded. 2,000 realm beasts combined strength is already comparable to a level 5 realm beast destructive power. However, a level 5 realm beast can only unleash it a few times, while 2,000 realm beasts can unleash this attack 100 times easily. Even though it took 33 realm beasts to produce one higher level realm beast. However, in a real battle, 7 to 8 pinnacle realm beast combined attack was comparable to a pinnacle realm 3. Obviously swallowing other realm beasts to evolve. This process had a huge loss of energy. Hiding within the star pagoda, close to 2,000 realm beasts looked at the distant star pagoda. They were all frustrated. Right now, every realm beast knew some information about the Milky Way leader. They knew his most powerful treasures. Even if he hides now, he can't keep hiding forever. The number of realm beasts will increase. Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions. When they combine their attacks, this star pagoda will shatter. Even if it doesn't, he'll be immediately killed. These realm beasts didn't continue attacking, instead surrounding the star pagoda and waiting for the other realm beasts to gather. The Milky Way leader is here. The Milky Way leader is here. The information spread. However, at the same time, they surrounded the star pagoda. Wong, a few light years away, a vast small universe appeared. Within it was filled with chaos energy. Even though its size wasn't big, its power didn't decrease at all. Because a small universe's power depended on its origin energy, and the universe, created from a thought, was Luo Feng's own origin energy. More accurately, it was Luo Feng's Wu-killing wings. Hua! Endless golden waves immediately appeared within the small universe. Luo Feng looked into the distance, easily sensing the location of any realm beast. Kill! Luo Feng thought. Hua! The combination of the mini-universe origin energy and the golden sea energy was enough to suppress even the rank 5 BD, not to mention those rank 2 world beasts. This combined energy instantly attacked 500 of the world beasts, and in an instant 500 huge palms appeared out of thin air, grabbing the world beasts one by one. 500 huge palms filled with golden waves and origin energy immediately clenched. Chi, 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 chi. The 500 realm beasts were instantly crushed. Even the realms within their bodies were shattered, and they died on the spot. For a real, eternal real god, like Shui Yong and the others, they could easily kill 10,000 real gods with a single thought. Luo Feng was much weaker. However, killing 500 pinnacle level 2 world beasts at once was still easy. Again, 500 large palms appeared again, grabbing another 500 realm beasts. The 1,000 or so realm beasts that were still alive were terrified. He clenched his fist. Hua! All of them died. No, impossible. Although their combined attack was very terrifying, their individual defense was very weak. This was the weakness of group attacks. That was why the ancient civilization had group treasures like Jinluo Heaven and Earth. Tens of millions of true gods were in Jinluo Heaven and Earth. Their attacks were strong, and their defense was also strong. The realm beasts, on the other hand, did not have any treasures and were physically weak, so they were naturally killed on a large scale. Pung, 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 pung. 500 giant palms appeared 4 times in a row, and nearly 2,000 realm beasts were annihilated. Not a single one was left alive. Tomato continues to seek recommendation votes. Everyone, please take a few seconds to cast your recommendation votes. Asterisk, to be continued. If you like this work, please Kamachidian. Come to cast your recommendation votes or monthly votes. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1491. In the distant primal universe. The primal chaos city leader stood before the railings of the shrine. Looking into the endless space, he was filled with worry. Luo Feng, the primal chaos city leader, said softly. Right now the universe, sea races were all calm and peaceful. Only the primal chaos city leader knew that Luo Feng had entered the dusk land to adventure. He has to succeed. The primal chaos city leader prayed silently. All he could do was only this. Duskland, One Thought Universe, and the Endless Gold Ocean were both powerful techniques suitable for group attacks. The two combined could truly sweep through everything, instantly killing close to 2,000 world beasts. Actually, Luo Feng's preparations for this trip to Duskland were extremely ample. Before he came, he hadn't comprehended One Thought Universe yet. Hence he had prepared a group attack mechanical treasure, the 10,000 Shadow Blade. However, now that his strength had broken through, Even without the 10,000 Shadow Blade, he could easily kill 2,000 world beasts. Awesome! In the space, Luo Feng's expression was filled with glee. This was the most enjoyable moment he'd had against the world beast calamity. 2,000 world beasts combined are only slightly stronger than a level 5 world beast. No matter how strong their attacks are, they won't even be able to shake the Star Pagoda. Each individual's defense is much weaker than a level 5 world beast. Haha, I'll go kill the other teams. There were still 3 other teams around. Naturally, he had to take the opportunity to wipe them out. Luo Feng had underestimated the impact of the 2,000 world beasts being instantly killed. This time, the 6 million world beasts came to surround and kill Luo Feng. They were filled with confidence, and they were extremely careful, purposely forming teams with over 1,000 world beasts. However, when they actually met Luo Feng, they had no way to retaliate, instantly killing close to 2,000 of them. It was like a blow to their heads, causing them to be stunned. How is this possible? This was close to 2,000 world beasts. If they fought for a long time, it would be fine if they were killed one by one. However, they were killed in less than a breath's time. We have to kill the Milky Way leader, otherwise he'll kill 2,000 this time, 2,000 next time. Our 9 million world beasts will all be wiped out. We can't let him live any longer. Kill. The world beasts were first stunned, followed by anxiety and rage. All of them wanted to kill Luo Feng. The closest group of about 1,000 realm beasts were panicking. They had already received news of the 2,000 realm beasts not too far away being wiped out, and the entire group had formed a consensus. We need tens of thousands of realm beasts to move together, otherwise it'll be dangerous. Thus, after the shock, this troop of about 1,000 realm beasts decided to split up. As long as they split up, how many galactic lords could they kill? The space around them froze. Too late. No. These 1,000 realm beasts were stunned. They knew it was too late. The main thing was that close to 2,000 of them had fallen in an instant was too shocking. By the time they made their decision, Luo Feng had already arrived. Galactic Lord. The 1,000 world beasts all had savage expressions as they stared at the silver-armored man walking over. The silver-armored man had 5 pairs of brilliant wings behind him, giving off boundless light. The silver-armored man was the biggest threat to the realm beasts. Black pillars of light lit up one after another. About 1,000 realm beasts simultaneously attacked Luo Feng. Facing this attack, Luo Feng merely swung the blood shadow blade in his hand. A blurry blade shadow flew out, and when this faintly discernible huge blade shadow touched the black light pillars, it instantly annihilated all of the black light pillars. It was as easy as lifting one's hand. The attacks of 2,000 realm beasts were only comparable to destruction. The combined attack of about 1,000 realm beasts, Luo Feng could take it head-on. Die. The silver-armored man said indifferently. The wings on his back glowed as he unleashed one thought universe. In an instant, the surrounding space was filled with endless chaos energy. Simultaneously, a golden pearl floated before Luo Feng, causing the area around the realm beast to be filled with golden waves. Rumble. The endless golden waves mixed with the universe energies. With just 2 attacks, the 1,000 realm beasts were all wiped out. Luo Feng took a step and vanished, going to deal with the other troops. Within the distant Luo Feng's small universe, Morosha was constantly sensing the situation within the dusky land, controlling the position of all the dots within the model, simultaneously exclaiming, "Master, you've instantly killed close to 2,000 realm beasts, causing a commotion amongst the entire beast race. The number of realm beasts chasing after you has increased again." How much has it increased? The god incarnation was filled with anticipation. He had to think of a way. It was to make more realm beasts chase after him. The more people who came to kill him, the better. 6,800,000. No, it's almost 6,900,000. Morosha said. Still not enough. The god incarnation gently shook his head. "Master, you've killed another team. 1,000 realm beasts." Morosha was extremely excited. The god incarnation stared at the huge model. As for his main body, Luo Feng, he was doing his best to kill. In a short while, he had swept through a large area. Even though the team closest to Luo Feng had already dispersed, Luo Feng still managed to kill close to 10,000 realm beasts in one go, causing a large area to become Luo Feng's territory. This overwhelming power obviously stimulated the realm beasts even more. Master, the number of realm beasts heading towards the center has already exceeded 7 million. It's already exceeded 7 million. Moro Sha was excited and worried that Luo Feng would be able to escape. Very good. The god incarnation nodded. However, this is still not enough. It's already 7 million. Moro Sha was worried. The entire beast race has a total of about 9,200,000. I hope they all come. The god incarnation's eyes were filled with passion. Moro Sha really didn't understand why his master did this. Against a sea of realm beasts, Moro Sha couldn't think of how his master would escape. Just listen to my orders. The god incarnation ordered. Yes. Moro Sha didn't think any further, saying, also, even though the realm beasts around Master are dispersing, the teams slightly further away are constantly gathering. 10 teams forming one team, causing the number of realm beasts in those teams to explode. Each team has over 10,000 realm beasts. Up to 10,000 realm beasts. The god incarnation frowned. Over 10,000 realm beasts? When the attack reached a certain level of power, the resulting power would probably destroy the small universe he formed, wiping out all the chaos energies. If he used the energy sources, not to mention 10,000, even if it was over 1 million, he had confidence. However, without using the energy sources, just relying on his own strength, Luo Feng felt immense pressure. Luo Feng gritted his teeth. 10,000 realm beasts? So what if it's 10,000 realm beasts? Luo Feng wasn't satisfied with just 7 million realm beasts surrounding him, because even in the most ideal situation, 7 million of them would be destroyed. The remaining 2 million would still be enough to wipe out the entire universe sea races. Even he himself wouldn't be able to defend against them. I have to stimulate even more realm beasts. Luo Feng made his decision. 10,000 realm beast teams, I'll continue to destroy them. Killing 10,000 realm beasts will stimulate even more realm beasts. Let even more realm beasts surround and attack me. 1 to 10,000? Luo Feng wasn't confident. However, he had to fight. If he could kill 10,000 realm beasts alone, it would shock the entire beast race. Many of them would go crazy. When that time comes, the number of realm beasts surrounding him would reach a terrifying number. Within the vast region, all the world beasts had fled. This region had completely become Luo Feng's territory. However, outside of this region, teams of over 10,000 realm beasts gathered from all directions. As long as there were more of them, Luo Feng's chances of survival would get slimmer. Surround them. Don't give the Milky Way leader a chance. We are in charge of this region. The densely packed ferocious realm beasts naturally lined up in rows. There were so many of them that they covered the entire space. Every team had over 10,000 realm beasts. With over 10,000 people, it was a sea of people. The originally 1 million kilometers tall realm beasts, with over 10,000 of them, they covered the entire space. Wah! 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 Many large teams of realm beasts swiftly arrived, surrounding Luo Feng's region and gathering. They weren't in a rush to attack. Among them, there was a huge group of realm beasts that could also cover the void. There were more than 18,000 of them. At this time, the 36,000 heads of these realm beasts all turned towards one direction, looking over, because there was a ripple there. A silver-armored winged man smiled as he appeared. Realm beasts. The silver-armored winged man smiled. I announce you have all been eliminated on the path to becoming an emperor. Rumble. Rumble. A small universe, an endless golden ocean formed simultaneously. Milky Way leader. The 18,000 realm beasts were all enraged. It was too arrogant. All of them unleashed their attacks simultaneously. Beams of black light immediately shot towards the distant Luo Feng. A star pagoda suddenly appeared in front of Luo Feng, and he entered it. No matter how arrogant I am, I wouldn't dare to directly take on the combined attack of 18,000 realm beasts. Luo Feng said softly. 2,000 realm beasts combined attack is comparable to destruction. That 18,000 realm beasts combined attack, that far exceeds destruction, it has reached an even higher level. Hua! Endless black light swept through everything. Wherever it passed, all the chaotic chi was annihilated, and even space itself was shattered. No one could stop it. Even the golden waves were shattered. Finally, the 18,000 realm beasts combined attack formed a huge black light beam and smashed into the star pagoda. Rumble, an attack that could destroy the heavens and earth. Even 10 true, God-small universes would be destroyed by this attack. The unbelievable shockwave that was created when it smashed into the star pagoda, immediately sweeping out. Even the small universe created by Luo Feng's one-thought universe formation was destroyed. As for the star pagoda, it was blown far away at over 100,000 times the speed of light. Tomato's updates these past 3 days were indeed irregular. How shameful. Tomato only slept for 3 hours last night. It was only until tonight that everything was over. After returning, he was extremely exhausted. After sleeping for a while and feeling a bit better, he immediately rushed to write. This was today's first chapter. There would definitely be a second chapter, however it would be at night. By tomorrow, everything would return to normal. Asterisk, to be continued. If you like this work, please come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1492. Kill the Milky Way leader. The blur of realm beasts covered the space and chased after the star pagoda. Their auras were like rainbows. Their killing intent soared. Their combined power was so strong that even Luo Feng felt helpless. No matter how he used his small universe or endless gold ocean, they were all destroyed against absolute attack power. Their weakness was their weak defense. Luo Feng had no way to deal with them. I was too arrogant. Luo Feng could only hide within the star pagoda. I thought with my many methods, I should be able to kill 18,000 realm beasts. However, with an increase in the number of realm beasts, the power was completely different. I can easily kill 2,000 realm beasts, but against 18,000, I have no way to retaliate. With a higher level of strength, one could find the opponent's weakness and instantly kill them. Luo Feng was in such a situation compared to the 2,000 realm beasts. In terms of direct attacks, he wasn't much weaker than the 2,000 realm beasts. He had many methods too. Naturally, he could swiftly kill them. However, he was being chased around with no way to retaliate. If their soul attacks were weaker, I would be able to rely on my god energy. Luo Feng thought. He could instantly become a light-year-wide god energy ocean, engulfing the 18,000 realm beasts. Even if they attacked with all their strength, they would be corroded by the god energy ocean. They wouldn't be able to gather together, and their power would greatly change. However, Luo Feng didn't dare to use this method, because the realm beasts were all proficient in soul attacks. Even at the pinnacle of level 2, they wouldn't lose to the god, True Lord. The moment he became a god energy ocean, the 18,000 realm beasts would probably unleash their soul attacks at the same time. Naturally, they would be able to attack the soul within the heart of the true god. Luo Feng didn't dare to gamble. His willpower was strong, just a little stronger than Maruza. If he were to suffer the soul attacks of 18,000 realm beasts, his soul would probably be destroyed. Many techniques and treasures won't work. Even the god energy reserves won't work. I have to create a stronger blade technique or comprehend the 3rd level. Only then will I have a chance of winning. Luo Feng fled while working hard to create a blade technique and study the 3rd level. The reason why he did that, this was because when he killed Beidi, he'd experienced destruction twice and comprehended it. Moreover, he'd easily comprehended the method to activate the 4th level of Wu Slayer's wings. In terms of realm, before he fought with Beidi, he was at the level of a peak level 11th level secret art. Now, he was actually at the level of a 12th level secret art. It was just that he wanted to rely on the origin to wipe out the enemy in one fell swoop. And he was focused on attracting the experts of the various races, so he didn't spend the effort to create a saber art that matched his current realm or research the third level of the Wuqi god. I need to be stronger to have a chance of winning. Far away under the black engraved stone pillar of the universe ship, Luo Feng's god energy body was maintaining a time acceleration of 10 million times. He was naturally doing his best to create his blade technique and study the third level. With the realm, the creation of saber technique would be a piece of cake. But regarding the third stage of the Wuqi god, the incarnation couldn't comprehend it no matter how hard he tried. What is the Jin God King doing? I have already reached the 12th rank. If not for the realm beast, I would have become a void real god directly. However, I still can't activate the third level of the Wuqi god technique. Is this still a true god-level mechanical treasure? Even if it's your majesty's work, there's no need for it to be so ridiculous. Luo Feng spent over 3 years, half of it studying the Wuqi god and the other half creating his blade technique. However, he still couldn't comprehend the Wuqi god. However, combining a portion of the mysteries of destruction and his previous comprehension, he created a blade technique called curve blade. Because when the blade was unleashed, the blade's light would form an arc, hence the simple name. Even though he spent over 3 years, that was under a time acceleration of 10 million times. In reality, only about 10 seconds had passed. The realm beasts formed teams of over 10,000 realm beasts. The good thing was that the team's battle strength became stronger. However, the bad thing was the number of teams was small. However, they were spread out over such a vast area. Naturally, the distance between each team was very far. Hence, even if they fought for over 10 seconds, the other teams were still on their way. Milky Way leader, what's the point of hiding in the Star Tower? This is the strongest warrior of the cosmic sea. Aren't you powerful? Didn't you kill Beidi? Do you dare to come out? Various curses and mocking voices resounded in the void outside the Star Tower. Luo Feng's gaze passed through the Star Pagoda and surveyed the outside. Right now, the entire area of the Star Pagoda was filled with densely packed world beasts. 18,000 of them had completely blocked off the space around the Star Pagoda. There was nowhere to fly. Leave? Luo Feng said softly within the Star Tower. It's not time yet. The 18,000 world beasts outside couldn't see the situation within the Star Tower, much less Luo Feng. Yes, Luo Feng's eyes suddenly flashed. In about 10 seconds, the incarnation of divine power had already created a saber technique that represented the highest realm it had reached. Although Wu Qixin had not fully comprehended the third level, he felt that it would be difficult to comprehend it even if he spent 100 times more time. If this dragged on for too long, another group of 10,000 realm beasts might arrive. He couldn't drag it out any longer. Let's fight. If we succeed, we will be able to attract more realm beasts. If I fail, then I'll just be blocked by them. Luo Feng thought, I'll just hide inside and not come out. As time goes on, there will be more and more world beasts. At that time, they would have to deal with the 7 million realm beasts. Was it to deal with 7 million realm beasts at once, or more realm beasts? It all depended on this time. A dense group of 18,000 realm beasts surrounded the Star Tower from all directions. Suddenly, a silver-armored silhouette appeared from one of the side doors at the base of the tower. His gaze swept past the group of realm beasts. It's the Milky Way leader. He's coming out. Prepare to act. The surrounding realm beasts were all getting restless. However, they weren't in a rush to act. Every attack was made with all their strength, and Luo Feng only had to take a step back to hide within the Star Tower. Just by standing at the side door, they naturally wouldn't waste their strength. Shua! The Star Tower immediately vanished. Luo Feng immediately became a god energy ocean. A god energy ocean that spread over 10 billion kilometers, almost enveloping the 300 realm beasts. Attack! Seeing the god energy ocean appear, the realm beasts were immediately overjoyed. Shua! The god energy ocean vanished again, and the silver-armored Luo Feng appeared again. Only this time, he was already within the group of realm beasts. Die! Luo Feng's gaze swept past the group of realm beasts. This large group of realm beasts were suddenly stunned. They could vaguely see a huge god eye. That huge god eye floated in space. Everything around it had vanished. Only it existed. That god eye's terrifying willpower attack was like a sharp blade piercing into their souls. Immediately, the 900 realm beasts closest to Luo Feng felt the attack. Not only were their souls in incomparable pain, they were even stunned. This was the God Eye technique. Luo Feng observed the movement of the universe, reaching 100,000 times his life force, becoming a true god. During this process, his willpower also underwent a certain transformation, reaching the pinnacle of the eternal true god level. Back when Luo Feng was still a universe lord, he used the God Eye technique against the level 3 Mo Luo Sa. That time, Mo Luo Sa was in incomparable pain, however it didn't affect his battle strength. Firstly, Luo Feng's willpower back then wasn't as strong as it was now. Secondly, Mo Luo Sa was one of the pinnacle of the realm beasts. His willpower was extremely strong. Compared to the other level 2 realm beasts, he was weaker. God Eye technique. While Luo Feng was unleashing the God Eye technique, he simultaneously waved the blood shadow blade in his hand. This blade represented Luo Feng's current highest achievement. Gold, light, space, water, these 4 basic laws along with a portion of the destruction origin laws, merging them into one move. Who? The blade light immediately flew out. Its speed naturally far exceeded Luo Feng's flying speed. The moment it flew out, it reached 1,000,000 times the speed of light and continued to rise. This blade light was a glaring platinum color, like a star that was 1,000,000,000,000 times brighter than the blade light. It indeed had the feeling of destruction. It even had the mysteries of the extreme gold transforming into soft water. Hua! The glaring platinum light immediately slashed towards the 900 realm beasts closest to him. This blade's power was so strong, it was comparable to destruction. These 900 realm beasts that were stunned, immediately their bodies crumbled, the worlds within them shattered, they died immediately. Careful! Attack! Kill him! The realm beasts didn't panic at all. At their level, their attacks were naturally exquisite. Even if Luo Feng was within the group of realm beasts, a few thousand of them attacking him at the same time, without harming their comrades, this was still very easy. Rumble, rumble, rumble. A total of 6,000 beams of light descended at the same time. Break! Luo Feng's blade flashed. The white gold blade light clashed, and immediately there was a loud rumble. The light pillars were all destroyed, and Luo Feng was flung away. However, it also caused 300 of the surrounding world beasts to be destroyed. While attacking, they wouldn't affect their companions. However, the shock waves from the attack would affect them. He actually blocked it. 6,000 realm beasts combined attack. He was only at a slight disadvantage. His strength has grown. The realm beasts were shocked. If before Luo Feng dared to clash head-on with 2,000 realm beasts, then now he dared to clash head-on with 8,000 realm beasts. As long as he was within the group of realm beasts, the realm beasts wouldn't be able to land 10,000 attacks on him at the same time. After all, Luo Feng wasn't dumb. He too knew how to dodge and constantly move. Kill! Luo Feng's God Eye technique and blade technique were unleashed together. Their power was extremely strong, wreaking havoc within the group of 18,000 realm beasts, causing the realm beasts to flee and pull apart the distance between them. However, their speed couldn't compare to Luo Feng. Plus, Luo Feng could transform into an ocean at any time. How could they pull apart the distance? Milky Way's leader's strength has grown again. We had a total of 18,000 realm beasts. After he killed 12,000 of them, they all began to flee in all directions. However, we were still chased by him, and he even used the small universe technique. Of our 18,000 realm beasts, less than 1,000 managed to escape. The rest were all killed by him. His blade technique is even stronger than before. I estimate that if he were to face 10,000 realm beasts head-on, he would at most be injured. The news swiftly spread. The entire Dusk Land was in chaos. The realm beasts that originally didn't intend to join were all panicking. One by one, they began to rush towards the center of the Dusk Land. This threat had to be eradicated. If Milky Way didn't die, it would be their realm beasts. Master, the number of realm beasts heading towards the center is increasing. The number chasing you has already reached 7,600,000. No, 7,700,000. And it's still increasing. Maluo Sa was trembling as he spoke to the god energy clone beside him. P.S. Everything will return to normal from tomorrow onwards. Asterisk, to be continued. If you like this work, please come Chidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1493. There were more and more realm beasts surrounding Luo Feng, so many that it made Morosha tremble. Master, it's already at 7,900,000. The effect is not bad. The god incarnation smiled. Master fought with 18,000 realm beasts at the same time and forced them to flee. Less than 1,000 managed to escape. Morosha was full of admiration. That's too powerful. Those realm beasts must be scared stiff. The fear in their hearts will make them kill you at all costs. To destroy this threat, Luo Feng's body had to be killed. As for destroying Luo Feng's small universe, even if he really destroyed the small universe, Luo Feng would still be alive and well. He just wouldn't be able to become a void true god. Comparatively speaking, the realm beasts hoped that this Milky Way leader would quickly become a void true god and enter rebirth. Mark this area. The god incarnation pointed at the huge model. Mark out the number of realm beasts in each team. Yes, master. Morosha replied. There was a number next to each cluster of lights. There are 12,000 realm beasts in the group closest to me. The god power incarnation nodded, and his main body started to attack. After a while, Master, many of the realm beast teams around you are retreating and scattering. Morosha said, even a team of 10,000 to 20,000 realm beasts wouldn't dare to fight with you. It's a pity I only killed a few hundred realm beasts. The god incarnation shook his head. All the teams are scattering. It's hard for me to kill them all. When the realm beasts gather together, he could kill a few hundred with one slash. How satisfying was that? But now, if they scattered, killing them would be much more troublesome. Right now, all the realm beasts have gathered at the outskirts of this region. Some of the groups have already reached 100,000. Morosha was nervous. From a model, he could clearly see that the densely packed light dots formed circles and surrounded that area. And Luo Feng was in that area. The number of realm beasts heading towards the center is still increasing. It's almost reaching 8 million. Morosha shouted with a trembling voice. The god incarnation watched silently. Master, 8 million. Morosha's two eyes were wide open. He didn't know. Facing a sea of realm beasts, how would his master deal with it? 1 against 10,000, Luo Feng did it. Luo Feng's fighting capabilities had definitely reached the level of a peak void real god. However, he was only a real god after all, and his realm was not any lower than a void real god's. Moreover, with Wu Qi Shun, Wu Yi, Blood Shadow Saber, and a series of top treasures, he was able to unleash such fighting capabilities. However, this was nearing Luo Feng's limit. How could he deal with 100,000 realm beasts? What about the million realm beasts? 1 million realm beast attack was not inferior to an eternal true god. No matter how powerful Luo Feng was, he was only a true god. The combined attack of 8 million realm beasts was comparable to a top expert among eternal real gods. The source is the energy released by the eternal real god with the help of the chaotic golden wings. Luo Feng thought, I'm afraid there's a portion of the sage's battle strength. It's a pity I can only use it once. After that, it'll be gone. However, it is already a miracle to attract 8 million realm beasts. But even if it is difficult to attract more realm beasts, I still have to work hard. With Maluo Sa's guidance, Luo Feng ambushed the smaller teams time and time again. The wandering realm beasts caused some realm beasts to die from time to time. Even though the entire realm beast race was incomparably enraged, their rage caused more and more realm beasts to participate in the attack on Luo Feng. No matter how enraged they were, their encirclement didn't become chaotic at all. They constantly gathered. Circle after circle surrounded Luo Feng's area. Even when they were ambushed, they still did so. Even if hundreds or thousands of realm beasts die, for our realm beast race, it's worth it. No one can stop the final king from being born. The realm beasts were like intricate machines. They were born to destroy. When there was no threat, they would kill each other. However, when there was a threat, they would work together, almost as though they had the same brain. They definitely wouldn't kill each other, and their coordination was incomparably intricate. Even if they had to sacrifice themselves, they wouldn't waver at all. Their coldness made Luo Feng's heart palpitate. Just what kind of life has been born in the cosmic sea? Luo Feng was shocked. An existence that represents destruction, even if it's only in its incubation stage, it's still too strong. A strong warrior didn't just have to be strong physically. More importantly, one's spirit had to be strong. The realm beasts wouldn't waver, even if they sacrificed themselves. This made Luo Feng feel a formless pressure. Luo Feng was using all his strength to influence the realm beasts and shake them. The realm beasts were dying one after another. However, they didn't care at all. They continued to gather. There were already over 5 million realm beasts that had successfully gathered. Begin advance. Begin advance. Begin advance. The teams of realm beasts all began to advance slowly. In the dusky land, the 3 million realm beasts were rushing over with their fastest speed. If the realm beasts were to take risks time after time, Luo Feng would still have ways to kill them. However, with the 5 million realm beasts gathering, even though they were moving slowly, they were still very open and direct. Such an open and direct method made Luo Feng feel awkward and helpless. It was too stable. The realm beast's methods were open and direct. It was this combined pressure. What could Luo Feng do? These 5 million realm beasts were split into 10 teams. What could Luo Feng do? He didn't dare to walk right into their trap. However, no matter how he dodged, as the encirclement continued to shrink, he eventually couldn't escape, unless he relied on formless and formless. However, this time, Luo Feng's true goal wasn't to escape, but to execute the great extermination plan. At this point, naturally, he couldn't hide anymore. If not, the realm beasts would see. Our encirclement was flawless. Why did the Milky Way leader disappear? That would reveal one of his trump cards. Precise like a machine, there was no room for error. Everything was within the calculations of the realm beasts. They constantly pressured, causing Luo Feng's movement space to shrink. We've discovered the Milky Way leader. He's already been trapped by us. A team of about 500,000 realm beasts majestically surrounded that star pagoda. Luo Feng shook his head helplessly within the pagoda. Even though everything was within his plans, without formless and formless, he would indeed be trapped. He wouldn't be able to escape at all. It's too flawless. His strength is immense, his potential is limitless, and his numbers are shocking. Yet he's able to unite against threats. No wonder he's called a calamity. Even the origin laws are so afraid of him. Luo Feng shook his head. Attack! Attack! The 500,000 realm beasts maintained their distance from Luo Feng and simultaneously unleashed their attacks. In an instant, the 500,000 realm beasts formed a powerful attack, forming a beam of light that destroyed everything. It immediately smashed into the star pagoda, causing the pagoda to rumble and fly away at 1,000,000 times the speed of light. Luo Feng within the pagoda only felt the tremors and used up a bit of his god energy. Indeed, a treasure used by a godly emperor. Luo Feng was safe within the star pagoda. This was only 500,000 realm beasts. If there were really 8 million gathered, like the tomb boat, it would probably shatter under the attack. However, the star pagoda was different. Even a godly emperor's attack couldn't do anything to it. The Milky Way leader is hiding within the star pagoda. The star pagoda is indestructible and indestructible. We've arrived too. Another majestic team of realm beasts arrived, causing the number of realm beasts surrounding Luo Feng to close to 1,000,000. Time passed. Team after team arrived at the assembly point. Every time a new team gathered, they would attempt to combine forces and attack once, treating the Star Pagoda like a ball and playing with it. Time and time again, they were sent flying far away. However, even though their numbers increased from 1 million to 2 million to 3 million, even to 5 million, they still couldn't do anything to the Star Pagoda. The number of realm beasts gathered was slowly increasing. More and more were rushing over from all over. 5,300,000, 5,600,000, 6 million, so many. Luo Feng looked outside from within the Star Pagoda. The realm beasts were huge, with millions of them surrounding them. They completely covered the entire space. It was simply endless. No matter how they try, they can't break through the Star Pagoda. I'm afraid they're waiting for all the realm beasts to gather before combining to unleash their strongest attack. Only then will they be satisfied. Luo Feng thought, if they can't even break through the Star Pagoda like this, then they'll choose to send it to a dangerous place. The core region of the Peak World had many dangerous places, like the Three Extreme Abyss and other dangerous places. The moment the Star Pagoda was dropped in, one wouldn't be able to get out. The only thing was these dangerous places were all outside the Dusky Lands. To bring the Star Pagoda out, it would take a very long time. Secondly, whether or not those dangerous places could really trap the Milky Way leader, the realm beasts weren't 100% confident. Hence, unless they had no other choice, they wouldn't choose to throw Luo Feng into those dangerous places. Master, the number of realm beasts gathered has already reached 6 million. Moro Sha was constantly sensing everything, his face filled with anxiety. This time, there's a total of 3 million realm beasts. They'll all be here soon. Master, just how are you going to escape? He was panicking. If Luo Feng died, he would die too. When that time comes, he wouldn't be able to become an emperor. 6 million? The god energy body smiled. Soon, it's time to reel in the net. Within the Star Pagoda, no matter how calm Luo Feng was, he couldn't help but feel excited, looking at the endless amount of realm beasts outside. Every single one of them was glaring angrily at the 10 inner and 10 outer levels of the Star Pagoda. 8 million. Luo Feng muttered softly. 1 million. 2 million. Finally, Luo Feng's eyes gleamed terrifyingly. All gathered. All the realm beasts that were participating in this mission had all gathered, watching as the realm beasts were about to unleash their largest attack. Luo Feng's eyes were filled with incomparable madness. He was waiting for the chaotic shockwaves of the realm beast attack before he unleashed the source. My humanity, my earth bloodline, my family, my teacher, everything more precious than my life is all in this gamble. Luo Feng's eyes were bloodshot. The wings on his back expanded. The source was already within Wu Shi's wings. The updates had returned to normal. Tomato continued requesting recommendation votes. To be continued. If you like this work, you're welcome to drop a recommendation vote or monthly vote. Your support is my biggest motivation. Chapter 1494. The densely packed world beasts filled the space, with no end in sight. They were all staring at the distant star tower. Over 3 million world beasts were gathered here. Obviously, the Milky Way leader Luo Feng's killing of Beidi, the 2,000 and even the 18,000 had caused a lot of worry among the countless world beasts. They couldn't take it any longer. They all had a strong feeling that if they didn't kill the Milky Way leader, he would eventually kill them all. Then, the enslaved Maruza would become the king instead. This was something they didn't want to see even in death. Our 8 million world beasts combine our attacks. This time, we have to unleash our strongest attacks. If we still can't kill the Milky Way leader, then we can only send him to some dangerous places in the Pinnacle world. We have to succeed. The world beasts communicated telepathically. They all stared ferociously at the distant star tower. How hateful! The star tower couldn't be destroyed no matter what. Why weren't they anxious? Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. As the orders were passed down, these 3 million world beasts split into close to 20 large teams, swiftly communicating and coordinating. They had to ensure that the attacks of the 8 million world beasts could be gathered together. If there was a mistake, it would be a waste of energy. According to the distance, the teams began to unleash their attacks. Boom! At a glance, the bodies of the 300,000 realm beasts that were furthest away started burning with blood-red light. After that, countless beams of light shot out. At the same time, they would also consciously guide their own attacks to converge. Soon, the attacks of the 300,000 realm beasts converged together. The glaring black light beam rushed towards the star tower from the back. Attack! Immediately, a few teams began to unleash their attacks. Their attacks were all directed towards the black light beam. 2 teams, 3 teams, 4 teams, all of the attacks of the world beasts, with the power to destroy the heavens and earth, constantly converged. They all headed in one direction, using their power to prevent them from colliding and wasting each other. The black light beam continued to advance, moving at millions of times the speed of light. The further it flew, the deeper the color became. Finally, it transformed into nothingness. The nothingness broke through the air. The attacks of the other realm beasts converged and directly merged into nothingness. All the realm beasts stared at the star tower in the distance. They were all hoping that the Milky Way overlord would definitely die in the face of this absolute attack. That was because they really did not want to send the Galactic Lord into a dangerous place. That was risky. Who knew if the Galactic Lord could escape? Luo Feng, who was within the star tower, held his breath against this terrifying attack. He was waiting for the moment he unleashed his great extinction. Master. Within Luo Feng's small universe with a diameter of 1 billion light years, Ma Yuo Sa was nervous and uneasy. At this time, its master was completely surrounded by over 8 million realm beasts. Luo Feng, the primal Chaos City leader, was waiting patiently. Only Maruza and the primal Chaos City leader were looking forward to Luo Feng's safety. All the other warriors from the various races of the universe C, including Earth, Luo Feng's wife Su Exan, his sons Luo Ping and Luo Hai, his parents, and his teacher Tru Yin, none of them knew what was happening. They didn't know. The moment that would decide the fate of the various races in the cosmic sea had begun. Luo Feng's eyes were filled with absolute determination. He allowed the destructive and silent void to strike the star pagoda. It was silent as it attempted to corrode and destroy the pagoda. However, the indestructibility of the pagoda made it impossible for it to advance any further. This caused the boundless energy within the void to immediately explode. Rumble, a truly heaven and earth destroying explosion. The shockwave immediately spread out to both sides, simultaneously causing the star tower to fly at high speeds into the distance. What's going on? Has the star tower shattered? The 8 million realm beasts couldn't even see clearly, because the shockwave was too strong, destroying space itself. It made them unable to see clearly and unable to sense the situation at the center of the explosion, just as they were anxiously waiting to know the result. Luo Feng within the star tower. Stop! Luo Feng used all his strength to control the star tower to slow down. Under the madly burning god energy, the star tower swiftly stopped and even flew backwards, and the shock wave was swiftly weakening. The surrounding space was gradually stabilizing. The distant realm beasts could finally see everything clearly. Hua! The star pagoda instantly expanded to a height of 9 light years, and in front of the star pagoda was a giant that was also 9 light years tall. He was dressed in resplendent silver armor, and the 5 pairs of silver wings on his back spread out wantonly, covering the endless void. The fate of the trillions of races in the universe C, the fate of humanity, the fate of Earth, the fate of the people I love, using my life to protect everything. The 9 light year tall Luo Feng spread his wings. His eyes were filled with hope as he said softly, "At this moment, the 8 million realm beasts could clearly see the 9 light year tall, silver-armored giant in the distance. They were furious that the Milky Way leader wasn't dead yet. Simultaneously, They were happy that the Milky Way leader dared to walk out of the Star Tower. Simultaneously, they were shocked that the Milky Way leader could become so majestic and huge. Kill it. Once again, combine forces and attack. The realm beasts immediately began to organize. However, Luo Feng wouldn't give them any time. The moment he became 9 light years tall, Luo Feng immediately flapped his wings. At the same time, he ignited his god energy to the extreme and entered the origin energy for the first time. Destroy it, Luo Feng said softly. His voice was filled with absolute coldness. It wasn't the destruction of the realm beasts. It was the destruction of everything he protected. Then, the realm beasts shall be destroyed. When a 9 light year tall silver-armored giant flapped his 5 pairs of resplendent wings, the 8 million realm beasts were still preparing to combine forces and attack, following which they were stunned. From the top of the 5 pairs of glowing white wings, an incomparably beautiful light suddenly flew out. Countless blade lights. Just like petals, their speed reached an unbelievable level. In an instant, they flew across an endless region, covering the entire space. At this time, it was as though there was a rain of petals falling from the sky, landing on every single one of the realm beasts. Chi! The realm beasts' bodies were easily sliced apart by these beautiful petals. As the petals flew past, they were sliced into pieces. The world within their bodies, too, shattered, beautiful. Silence. This vast space seemed to have sunk into an unprecedented silence. There was no sound at all. This was a powerful, eternal, true God from the ancient civilization, a warrior that was bestowed with the pinnacle of the ancient civilization's machinery treasures. He used all his strength to activate the highest level of the primal chaos golden wings and store the energy within the origin. The ancient civilization had many strong warriors. In order to survive, that ancient being had to store as much energy as possible within the origin. Only then would he be able to fight longer. The energy within the origin, even though Luo Feng had used some before, was still comparable to the ancient being's entire body's energy. It was something he had spent a very long time accumulating. And at this time, it was all unleashed. Along the edge of the 6 pair of white wings, all of the blade lights flew out. The power was so strong that it had a portion of the power of a saint's attack. Naturally, it far exceeded the power of the 8 million realm beasts' combined attack. It was also extremely silent. In the face of this boundlessly terrifying attack, everything turned into nothingness. Even sound was annihilated. The 8 million realm beasts were scattered across a few light years. In an instant, they were enveloped by this incredibly beautiful blade light. This blade light was incomparably beautiful, possessing the highest level of beauty. The blade light petals were reflected in every single beast's eyes. Was it beautiful? No. Fear. All of the realm beasts, the 8 million over-realm beasts, were filled with fear. Against this attack that they were unable to defend against an attack that even an eternal true God could only unleash with the pinnacle of his machinery treasures. Moreover, it was an attack that only an eternal true God would be willing to expend so much energy to unleash. They were filled with fear and despair. However, no matter how afraid and desperate they were still realm beasts. Realm beasts that existed to destroy. Hell no. Kill. All of the realm beasts struggled with all their might. Some unleashed their attacks. Some used their world-light tunnels. Some tried to escape. However, Luo Feng, who was 9 light years tall, gently flapped his wings, and the light year region before him was like a beautiful painting, instantly shattering into pieces. This beautiful painting of a few light years region was completely destroyed. Everything was destroyed, into nothingness. The endless blade petals continued to advance after sweeping through several light years, even rushing out of the dusky land and into the other perilous lands in the core of the pinnacle realm. No one knew how far it went before it finally dissipated. Luo Feng didn't need to know how far the boundless energy stored within the source could reach in one go. He only needed to know one thing, and that was that the 8 3 million realm beasts that were originally invincible in front of him had been directly wiped out by that beautiful and soul-stirring attack. Just like wiping them with cloth, they were all wiped out, not leaving a single one. This power was so strong that even with his understanding of the ancient civilization and his guesses, Luo Feng was still shocked. The shock was secondary. The most important thing was the joy and excitement within. The 9-light-year-tall giant was so excited his body was trembling. Teacher. The first thing Luo Feng did was to connect his God energy consciousness in the primal universe to the virtual universe and inform the primal chaos city leader. I've succeeded. I've succeeded. Luo Feng was extremely excited. And the lucky survivors that were scattered in the dusky lands, the less than 1 million realm beasts, could clearly feel the 8 million realm beasts instantly vanish. They were stunned. Following closely was extreme fear. To be continued. If you like this work, please come Achidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1495. 8. 3 million realm beasts. That was almost 90% of the entire beast race's strength. This was such a vast force. Those realm beasts that were scattered at the edge could not think of any way to annihilate so many realm beasts in an instant. But it really happened. They believed in their own senses. This was their innate talent. They're all dead. They're all dead. Over 3 million realm beasts. They were shocked. The remaining surviving realm beasts barely exceeded 900,000 compared to the 3 million. They weren't even 1/9 of the total. Even the main force of the beast race had been annihilated. What could the surviving ones do? What do we do? What do we do? Fear, extreme fear. They no longer had the courage to gather and deal with the Milky Way leader Luo Feng. In their hearts, the Milky Way leader was their nemesis. Over 8 million had died. They had only reached 900,000. Would they dare to go over? If they were killed by the Milky Way leader again, they would be finished. As fear enveloped the surviving realm beasts within the virtual universe. Thunder Island Peak. Luo Feng walked swiftly in the misty pathway. With a glance, he saw the distant primal chaos city leader. Teacher. Luo Feng was filled with excitement. I've succeeded. I've succeeded. The primal chaos city leader was overjoyed as he heard. After so long, he hadn't heard any news from Luo Feng. He had been worried every moment. Worried about his disciples' safety. Worried about the future of humanity. Just what's the situation? The primal chaos city leader asked anxiously. It's like this. Luo Feng explained. In the dusky region of the realm beast nest, there's a total of over 2 million realm beasts. All of them are at least at the pinnacle of level 2, similar to the one I captured alive. The primal chaos city leader was shocked. Over 9 million? My God. Just thinking about it was like a nightmare. Even thinking about it made him lose his courage and confidence. I too felt despair. Luo Feng said. However, luckily, I acquired a treasure, an extremely powerful treasure. I believe this is the only chance of survival left for us by the supreme laws. So, I went to the Dusklands to attract the realm beasts like crazy, and attracted more than 3 million realm beasts to attack me. Then, I used this heaven-defying treasure to unleash its full power and killed all of the 3 million realm beasts. Now, there are less than 1 million realm beasts left. The primal chaos city lord didn't say anything. His eyes just opened wide. He was a very level-headed person. However, first it was the 9 million realm beasts that shocked him, and then Luo Feng relied on one treasure to kill over 3 million. How could he remain calm? After this battle, we finally have a chance at survival. Luo Feng said excitedly. The remaining realm beasts are less than 1 million, barely 900,000. I'm afraid that even in the most perfect situation, there might not be 3 rank 6 realm beasts. Although I can only use this heaven-defying treasure once, the surviving realm beasts do not know. They will be afraid, and I will naturally think of ways to kill, destroy, and defeat them one by one. As long as there are no rank 6 realm beasts among them, there is nothing to fear. 6th rank world beast. The primal Chaos City Master was confused. It's like this. Luo Feng began to explain. The teacher and disciple chatted like this. They were extremely excited. Obviously, the huge victory this time was too inspiring, allowing them to see the hope of victory. Not far away, a white-robed man appeared. It was the ancestor. The virtual universe was created by him using his secret technique. Naturally, he knew everything that happened within the virtual universe. At this time, he knew the contents of the conversation between Luo Feng and the primal Chaos City leader. He couldn't help but be filled with joy. Well done, the ancestor said softly, his eyes filled with anticipation. He too knew of Luo Feng's deal with the source willpower. As long as the threat of the realm beasts was eliminated, the source willpower would let him go. Even though the ancestor wasn't afraid of death, to be able to leave alive, he was still looking forward to it. Awesome, the primal Chaos City leader said excitedly. The situation is like that. Luo Feng was incomparably excited too. Within 5 minutes, he had already finished explaining everything. Right now, the surviving realm beasts are all scattered at the edge of the dusky land and completely separated. Luo Feng said, just rushing there will take me a long time, and they're separated. Even if I kill them, I can only kill them 1 or 2 at a time. Hence, it will still be tough from now on. The primal Chaos City leader laughed. Haha, this is still much better than before. Right, the amount of realm beasts before really made me despair. Luo Feng exclaimed. Luo Feng suddenly frowned. What's wrong? The primal Chaos City leader asked. Teacher, wait a moment. Luo Feng immediately vanished, temporarily leaving the virtual universe. The primal Chaos City leader couldn't help but reveal a look of worry, just what had happened. Within Luo Feng's small universe, Maruza was pointing at the huge, dusky land model before him. Master, at this time, the surviving 900,000 realm beasts in the dusky land are all beginning to fly out from all directions. They're escaping? Luo Feng's expression changed. If they had stayed in the dusky land, he would have had some time to slowly devour them. However, with over 8 million dead this time, the surviving realm beasts didn't have the courage to fight Luo Feng head-on. They all wanted to leave the dusky land. Not escaping, Maruza said solemnly. Master, the realm beasts are born to destroy. Even if they are killed, they will still fiercely bite their enemies. They won't give up easily. Even if they can't kill you now, they will think of other ways to change the situation. Master, don't get careless. Luo Feng nodded. Within the dusky land of the pinnacle world, Luo Feng was swiftly heading out of the dusky land. The surviving realm beasts were originally at the borders of the dusky land. Naturally, they quickly left it. As for Luo Feng himself, just flying out from the center took up a lot of time. Hua hua hua, flying out of the dusky land, outside was the 10,000 heavy waves water region. The 10,000 heavy waves water region was actually incomparably vast. It was just that the path Luo Feng chose coincidentally passed by where Emperor Jinjia and ancestor god Xiao Yin were hiding. Luo Feng glanced over. From afar he could see a huge ship in the distance. On it there were 2 silhouettes. One was an incomparably huge steel life form. His eyes were like 2 huge stars. The other was the similarly huge coiled ancestor god Xiao Yin. They're actually still here. Luo Feng thought. Looks like the realm beasts have been fleeing everywhere, not caring about these 2 slaves. What Emperor Jinjia and Xiao Yin knew about the Universe C races, the realm beasts already knew, and since the 2 were discovered to be spies, naturally they were of no use. At this time the realm beasts were their greatest loss. Why would they care about the lives of these 2 slaves? Zhenjia, Xiao Yin said solemnly, I really regret it. If we had fought back then, maybe one of us could have escaped and wouldn't be in such a miserable state. Regret what? Emperor Zhenjia said. Back then, when the 3 of us were facing the powerful realm beasts, resisting meant death. We could only choose to submit. Wasn't everything great originally? No one in the universe C knew anything about us. However, who would have thought that Luo Feng and the Gene world would appear? This caused the entire universe C races to far surpass us in power. That's why we've fallen to such a state. The public enemies of the universe C were the two of them. Emperor Zhenjia and Xiao Yin were suddenly stunned. This was because they all saw a gigantic divine eye floating in the void in the distance. At this moment, the surrounding myriad layers of waves and the large ship beneath their feet had all disappeared. Even their companions beside them had disappeared. In the void, there was only themselves and the divine eye floating high in the distance. The divine eye shone brightly, and a powerful will swept over. Emperor Zhenjia and Xiao Yin immediately collapsed helplessly, completely losing consciousness. Their consciousness went dark. When the two of them woke up, this is Emperor Zhenjia and Xiao Yin looked at their surroundings. It was a dark land. Where is this? Just where is this? Emperor Zhenjia and Xiao Yin panicked. Suddenly a cold voice resounded. This is a prison. Easily locking up Emperor Zhenjia and Xiao Yin within the Star Pagoda, Luo Feng wasn't in a rush to kill them. Because the two of them were the main culprits behind huge Axe's fall, there were many humans who wanted to kill them. Just like the primal Chaos City leader who hated them to the point of grinding his teeth, wanting nothing more than to eat their flesh. So, Luo Feng swiftly headed outwards, following the winged space and swiftly leaving the pinnacle world, to the entrance of Qing Feng World. The moment he entered the water region, he quickly left Qing Feng World. However, he flew straight towards the entrance of a huge mountain. I'll guard here. If the realm beasts want to leave Qing Feng World, they'll mainly go through this entrance. Luo Feng thought, I'll kill everyone that comes out. If 10 come out, I'll kill 10. However, Luo Feng was still worried, because the main body of Qing Feng World was actually an incomparably majestic mountain, and it was sliced in the middle. Hence the exit was extremely vast. Even Luo Feng could only watch over a small area of it. Within Luo Feng's small universe, the divine power incarnation was staring at the huge dark land model, looking for the traces of the surviving realm beasts. Beside him, Morosha said, Master, the fastest realm beasts are about to reach the exit. Ichim, the god energy body, listened carefully. As for Luo Feng himself, he was already waiting on the path. It stopped. Morosa was shocked. It's still a distance away from the exit, but it stopped. Why did it stop? Luo Feng creased his eyebrows. Time passed. The realm beasts all stopped a distance away from the exit. Very quickly, a total of 450,000 realm beasts were completely spread out, stopping a distance away from the exit. Also, the other 450,000 realm beasts were even further behind. They too were spread out. Every single one of them were extremely far away from each other. Advance! Advance! The surviving 900,000 realm beasts were split into two groups. The 450,000 realm beasts at the front began to head toward the exit. They were all spread out. This made Luo Feng's expression ugly, because even if he wanted to kill, he could only kill one realm beast. The moment the other realm beasts confirmed Luo Feng's position, they would immediately teleport far away. The moment they escaped into the universe C, in the vast universe C, how would Luo Feng catch them? To be continued. If you like this work, please come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1496. When the 450,000 realm beasts completely dispersed and teleported out of the mountain entrance of Qing Feng Sector Lord, Luo Feng knew he couldn't hold them back. No matter how powerful he was only one person. He could not split himself into millions of clones. At most, he could kill 1 or 2 realm beasts. The other realm beasts could easily enter the vast cosmic sea. Kill! Luo Feng's eyes gleamed. Even if he couldn't stop them, he would try his best to kill as many as he could. Shua! 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 Luo Feng continued to teleport, very quickly closing in on one of the world beasts. A blurry little universe immediately formed. The chaos energy formed a large palm, crushing that pitiful level 2 world beast to death. After a while, Sai, standing on the tall mountain of Peak World, Luo Feng looked at the space around him, shaking his head. I can't stop them. The majestic 450,000 realm beasts dispersed and rushed out. The second batch did the same. Luo Feng tried his best and only killed 5 of them. Compared to the total number of realm beasts, it was just a drop in the ocean. 900,000 realm beasts charged out of the Leaning Peak's realm and entered the cosmic sea. Luo Feng's expression was serious. This is going to be troublesome. They are really united, actually all coming out to kill. I can only react accordingly. Luo Feng shook his head and immediately used his long-distance teleportation to rush back to the primal universe. Luo Feng had no other choice. Even though he knew that this operation might force the remaining realm beasts to escape, he had no other choice. If he did not go on a killing spree and allowed the 9 million realm beasts to slaughter one another, it would not be long before Beidi reached the 6th god realm. If he allowed Beidi to grow freely, it would not be long before he reached the 6th god realm. A rank 6 world beast had millions of clones, and it would be difficult to kill it. That would be a disaster. That was why they had to act in advance. Killing more than 8 million realm beasts in one go was already the best situation they could hope for. Although this best-case scenario was still a disaster for the various races of the cosmic sea. There was no choice. This was originally an unprecedented calamity. Right now, it was just changing from an absolute death calamity to an apocalypse calamity. There was still a chance of survival in the current situation. Luo Feng's current strength was able to fight 1 against 10,000, and the Beast Clan didn't even have a level 5. There was a chance of surviving this calamity. Luo Feng's super long-distance teleportation was even faster than the level 5 world beast Beidi's teleportation. When all the world beasts dispersed and headed towards the various races of the universe sea, Luo Feng too was rushing back. And when Luo Feng couldn't stop the 900,000 realm beasts, he immediately called for a meeting within the virtual universe. Above the floating shrine, the true gods dispersed and sat down. At the highest point sat the primal chaos city leader and Luo Feng. Below them sat a large number of true gods. All the powers of the primal chaos universe had their true gods gathered here, like the demon clan, bug clan, etc. Obviously, at their current level, they naturally had to follow the humans to have a chance of survival. Everyone, sitting high above, was a gold-robed primal chaos and a white-robed Luo Feng. The white-robed Luo Feng gazed below. I've been heading to that dusky land alone. There was an uproar below. To the realm beast nest. Galactic Lord, how is it? The various races were worried. 9 Nether True Lord, Star Sky, Primogenitor, and the others were all looking forward to it. As for the other true gods, they were even more anxious. The white-robed Luo Feng gazed below. There's good news and bad news. The good news is the 1 billion realm beasts within the nest are constantly evolving and their numbers are decreasing. When I entered, there were over 9 million realm beasts within the nest. Even the weakest was comparable to the one that attacked us in the universe sea. Luo Feng's words caused shock and fear to the many true gods below. Not just them, even Luo Feng felt fear back then. However, fate is fair. Luo Feng said, our universe sea races too have a chance of survival. I was fortunate to acquire a treasure. This treasure can only be used once. I lured over 8 million realm beasts to surround me and kill all of them in one fell swoop. What? Killing over 8 million realm beasts in one move. What treasure is that? The true gods were all shocked. Luo Feng didn't care. No matter if these true gods were shocked, suspicious, greedy for the treasure, or guessing if Luo Feng could use it a second time. No matter what these true gods thought, Luo Feng didn't care. Because in the universe sea, he, Luo Feng, was definitely the strongest, and he was far above anyone else. The human race was definitely the strongest. The bad news is, Luo Feng said, there are still 900,000 surviving world beasts in the Duskland, and these 900,000 have left the Duskland and are heading straight for the universe sea. I'm alone, and I have no way of stopping these 900,000 scattered world beasts. I estimate that within a day or so, there will be realm beasts arriving at the first era's small universe. a day. 900,000 realm beasts are entering the universe. The races were all stunned. This was like a nightmare. One realm beast was enough to cause the universe races to panic. 900,000 realm beasts? It's over. The first era is over. Then the second era is over too. The true gods below immediately understood this point. Their primal universe side could borrow the pathways between the primal universe and their own small universe to reinforce any small universe. However, the first and second era had no way of doing so immediately. Even the primal universe side was trembling in fear at the 900,000 realm beasts. How could they defend? Attention all, Luo Feng said directly. I'll pass the news to you all. Prepare everything. I'll also pass the news to the first and second era. At least let them know about this beforehand. The news swiftly spread. It wasn't just Luo Feng. Even the other true gods of the primal universe spread the news. The first and second era, the Purple Moon's sacred land and the East Emperor's sacred land all received the news. The 5 true lords of the God-eyed clan gathered and exchanged glances. They wanted to say something, but they didn't know what to say. It's over. It's really over. 900,000 realm beasts. Even if our small universe is swallowed by one beast, it won't take long for it to be finished. The moment a large group of them are swallowed together, I'm afraid we'll be destroyed very quickly. The moment the small universe is destroyed, then the people living in it will be destroyed too. The 5 true lords were filled with pain and unwillingness. They would rather die themselves than see their entire race destroyed. However, were there any other ways now? The 4 of you, the God-eyed true Lord ordered coldly. Immediately leave the small universe and flee far away. That way, even if the small universe is destroyed, the realm beasts won't be able to find you and the 4 of you will still be alive. As for me, I'll stay behind and try to seek refuge with the realm beasts. See if they're willing to accept me. If they do, my God-eyed clan will have a chance to survive. God-eye, I'll seek refuge with them. The 4 of you leave. Teacher, the 5 true lords started to argue. No matter what, the true gods that escaped now would definitely be able to survive, even if they were at death's door. The true gods that stayed behind would be in danger of dying. Even if they succeeded, they would never be able to make a comeback. The Origin Intent had already sent a message through the Ancestor God sect. Evidently, seeking refuge with the realm beasts was a very sad thing. I'm one of the 8 strongest in the cosmic sea. I have value. I have the highest chance of success. There's no need to persuade me. The God-eyed true lord shouted. The other 4 true lords looked at each other in pain. Yes. A few minutes later, the other 4 true lords swiftly left their respective small universe and started to flee. Within the Purple Moon sacred land. 900,000 realm beasts? The Purple Moon ancestor was stunned when he heard this news. He paced back and forth in the hall alone. As for the experts under him, they had already been chased out by him. What do we do? If a few 100,000 realm beasts were to devour my small universe, even if we could resist, we probably wouldn't be able to resist for long. The Purple Moon ancestor was extremely worried. The Purple Moon ancestor was uneasy. Once my small universe is destroyed, I really wouldn't have any chance. All hope would be gone, and my race would disappear forever. Why is this Milky Way overlord so useless? The first and second reincarnation eras of the cosmic sea and the 2 sacred lands received the news. The first and second reincarnation eras were in complete despair because it was extremely difficult for them to support each other. How could they resist against 900,000 realm beasts? As for the 2 sacred lands cosmoses, because the sacred lands cosmoses were larger and had stronger resistance, they could last longer. As for the true God small universe, they would be devoured in a short period of time. Fortunately, I chose to seek refuge with the realm beasts. The 9-headed demon master sat on his throne and heaved a sigh of relief. Although I was kidnapped onto the war chariot of the realm beasts and lost my freedom. In the future, my fate might be tragic, but won't be as tragic as theirs. They will die soon, and my race can live longer. I can even try attempt to enter the reincarnation cycle. The moment I do, there might be a miracle that will allow me to escape the control of the realm beasts. The nine-headed demon master anticipated. In the space outside the nine-headed demon master's small universe, Shua, a silver-armored winged man, appeared in midair. It was Luo Feng, rushing back from the pinnacle world with his fastest speed. Luo Feng's return route took a slight detour, passing through the nine-headed demon master's small universe. Luo Feng looked at the distant small universe and smiled coldly. If the realm beasts want to ask for information, they have to meet face to face. The slaves that rely on them can't communicate mentally. To be able to communicate mentally in the cosmic sea, this was something only the realm beasts could do. Slaves couldn't do it. Even Mo Luo Sa had to personally meet the nine-headed demon master, or Qiu Yin ancestor god, or Zhen Jia king, to ask for information. I won't give you the chance to leak the information. Luo Feng was very clear that the nine-headed demon master was definitely waiting within the small universe for the realm beasts to ask. Die. The blood shadow blade appeared in Luo Feng's hand. A level 5 realm beast destruction was enough to destroy a small universe, and his current strongest blade technique wasn't any weaker than destruction's power. To be continued. If you like this work, please come to Qidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1497. Luo Feng looked at the distant small universe of the nine-headed demon lord. His Wuqi god was activated to its maximum, and a powerful force was transmitted into the blood shadow blade in his hand. Destroy. The blood shadow blade lit up. An incomparably dazzling white-gold arc-shaped saber light, nearly a light-year long, streaked across the void in a flash and struck the membrane of the small universe in the distance. Silently, a crack appeared on the membrane of the small universe, and then it flew directly in a straight line toward the origin of the small universe. The origin was definitely in the center of the small universe. The nine-headed demon lord on the throne had a huge change in expression. The nine-headed demon lord was shocked. The endless power of the blade light was unbelievably fast, exceeding 100 million times the speed of light. One had to know that even the corpse of a god emperor could exceed 100 million times the speed of light. The speed of the blade light was naturally much faster. Even if the diameter of the small universe was large enough, it would probably take less than half a day to reach the origin. Wherever the blade light passed, the space would shatter and the living beings within would perish. What a terrifying blade light. It must be Luo Feng. It must be him. The nine-headed demon lord was shocked and raged. The world beasts wouldn't attack him. The other warriors of the universe, couldn't do it. Only Luo Feng could do it. However, the nine-headed demon lord didn't expect Luo Feng to be so terrifying. We can't let him destroy the origin. The nine-headed demon lord definitely wouldn't allow such a thing to happen. Shua, with a teleport, the nine-headed demon master sat in a golden ship. The ship quickly reached the length of 1 light year and appeared in the void outside one of the planes, blocking the path of the platinum blade light. I don't believe you could destroy this true god-level treasure. The nine-headed demon lord gritted his teeth. Even a void true god wouldn't be able to destroy a true god weapon, much less a ship that specialized in material attacks. It's coming. The nine-headed demon lord held his breath and waited. Rumble. The dazzling arc-shaped platinum blade light slashed onto the golden warship. Then, the arc-shaped blade light exploded, turning into an endless shock wave that swept out in all directions. In an instant, the surrounding plains burst like bubbles, and countless lives were annihilated before they could even react. The ship couldn't withstand the impact and trembled. At the same time, it was sent flying far away. Hm? Luo Feng, who was in space outside the small universe, frowned. Looks like we still have to go in. Luo Feng piloted the star pagoda and smashed through the membrane, charging straight in and teleporting towards the interior. Set. Within the tumbling ship, the nine-headed demon lord immediately realized that the star pagoda had charged in and was teleporting. He was so shocked that he immediately controlled space, preventing Luo Feng from teleporting. Humph! Luo Feng only snorted coldly. If he wasn't in a rush, he could easily fly over at high speed and reach the origin energy and slice it apart. However, now that 900,000 realm beasts were entering the cosmic sea, he had no time to waste on this nine-headed demon master. Therefore, he had no choice but to use his ultimate move. One thought universe. Luo Feng's eyes gleamed. The current slaying Wu feather used this source as the core to transform the energy and then use the fourth level, one thought universe. At this moment, it could be considered a true mechanical treasure. Buzz, a small universe with a diameter of 100,000 light-years, was born in an instant. When he didn't use the energy, it was extremely taxing for Luo Feng to unleash this move. Even a small universe couldn't reach such a size. At this time, it could reach 100,000 light-years in diameter. Without the energy, the power of the small universe Luo Feng unleashed already exceeded that of a true god's universe, much less now. Go! Luo Feng teleported close to 50,000 light-years. His slaying Wu feather was the core of this small universe. As the position of the wings changed, the small universe would naturally change. The so-called universe membrane wasn't even worth mentioning. Whether it was the primal universe or the true God small universe, if the membrane was broken, it was a small matter. It would quickly repair itself. The membrane was just a boundary. Within this area, the origin energy would be able to reach. Beyond this area, the origin energy wouldn't be able to reach him. Luo Feng teleported, and naturally the small universe followed. Shwa, shwa, shwa. Every time he moved 50,000 light-years, within moments, he was already a few million light-years. This scared the nine-headed demon lord beyond words. He immediately sat in his ship and fled. He didn't even care about his small universe. He knew, if Luo Feng caught up, he would definitely die. Destroy. Luo Feng waved his blood shadow blade. The glaring golden blade light sliced through the distant primal chaos origin energy. Even though the origin energy tried its best to resist, it still exploded. The entire space within the small universe crumbled, and all life forms were destroyed. Only the nine-headed demon lord was fleeing frantically. Fleeing, Luo Feng dispersed the small universe from the slaying Wu feather and teleported alone. Not even 2 minutes had passed. Milky Way leader. The nine-headed demon lord was extremely terrified within his ship. His 9 heads were all trying to explain. I had no choice. I didn't want my race to be destroyed. I too. Luo Feng looked coldly at him. A star pagoda floated. The endless darkness at the base of the pagoda enveloped the nine-headed demon lord. Around it, an endless huge small universe appeared. After keeping the nine-headed demon lord in the star pagoda, Luo Feng swiftly rushed back. On the way back, Luo Feng used the God Eye technique to drag the nine-headed demon lord out of the ship and easily killed him. This God Eye technique was a willpower attack. Treasures like palaces, even the star pagoda, couldn't defend against the weakest willpower attack. Primal universe, human territories, Milky Way, sacred land. Many huge universe passages floated in space around the Milky Way, sacred land. Every universe passage represented a small universe. Rise. One could see many true gods. Some were huge dark green plant life forms. Some were beast true gods. Some were tall and sturdy mountain life forms. All of the true gods of the primal universe had arrived at the Milky Way sacred land and constructed universe passages around it. This way, the rescue team could reach any small universe as quickly as possible. In the past, the true gods didn't dare enter other small universe, because the moment they did, their life and death would be controlled by the enemy. However, it was different now. There was a limit to the small universe origin energy. It was even weaker than Luo Feng's one thought universe. In the past, the true gods didn't have any mechanical treasures. Most of them didn't even have palaces or treasures. Hence, the small universe origin energy could easily kill them. Even with palaces or treasures, they would be easily suppressed and unable to escape. However now, the true gods were even stronger. With mechanical treasures, even the small universe origin energy couldn't suppress them. Milky Way, Milky Way leader, Milky Way leader. When Luo Feng appeared, the true gods that remained behind and constructed the universe passages all replied. Even their expressions were naturally filled with respect. The universe, see, was a place where one's fist spoke. The strong ruled. The Milky Way leader's strength was undeniable. Now that he was the hope of the various races, who would dare to neglect him? Everyone, Luo Feng surveyed the large group of true gods. For this calamity, our primal universe will naturally be united. It's rare for us humans to have huge god bodies. However, there are many who have huge god bodies. Against the world beasts, we'll have to rely on you all. This was the truth. The humans that became true gods were mostly universe lords from trillions of years ago, along with the newly risen geniuses like Hua Qiong. As humans had small god bodies, even with cloning techniques, it was rare for them to have huge god bodies. And some mountain life forms and tree life forms had naturally huge god bodies. We'll do our best. Fight to the death. The true gods all replied. Luo Feng nodded. His expression didn't relax at all. Luo Feng. In the distance, suddenly beams of light flashed and descended. It was the primal chaos city leader, Nine Nether True Lord and the other true gods. Teacher, Luo Feng went over to welcome him. The primal chaos city leader emphasized. As you expected, the world beasts have already begun to invade the outermost small universe of the first reincarnation era. The vast numbers of the world beasts have no way to stop them. Luo Feng was silent. Of course he knew. Borrowing Maruza, he knew all the movements of the world beasts. But so what? Milky Way leader, save my bone race. Milky Way overlord, save my rampaging people. Milky Way leader, the true gods were all begging for help. Knowing that a small universe had already been invaded, the first and second reincarnation era true gods panicked. All of them begged for help. Even if they weren't attacked, they begged for help. Only the human race, and even the races of the primal universe, didn't send any reinforcements. My apologies. No choice. Everyone, if we can't hold them off, it's best if you all flee first. Luo Feng replied courteously. However, the coldness in his words made the first and second reincarnation era despair. Whether it was Luo Feng, the primal chaos city leader, or the Nine Nether True Lord, they were all rejected. There was no room for negotiation. This is the cruelest moment in the entire cosmos, see. The Nine Nether True Lords said solemnly. The primal chaos city leader could only say, "This is a calamity." Luo Feng looked at the distant space. He knew that, in that direction, another small universe of the bone race was being devoured. Regarding this, he had no choice but to watch it happen. Bone Lord, what about our bone race? It's over. Outside of a small cosmos, there were thousands of realm beasts scattered all over the place, all of them soaring within the black mist. Rays of twisted light seeped into the void. At this moment, thousands of realm beasts were devouring the same small cosmos at the same time. The speed at which the small universe was being devoured was so fast that the bone race true gods were terrified. In just a few minutes, the small universe would be completely devoured. I am Bone Lord, one of the 8 heroes of the cosmos sea. I am willing to submit to your world beasts. I only ask that you let my bone race go. Bone Lord immediately begged. To be continued. If you like this work, please come to Chidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1498. In the void, a ferocious world beast looked at the skeletal life form. Lord Skeleton, stop. The thousands of world beasts could communicate with each other spiritually and instantly stopped devouring. According to the plan, we should take in a slave. Those 2 idiots Zhanjia and Xiao don't even know the latest news. Let's take this Lord Skeleton. Take him. The 900,000 world beasts all transmitted and quickly decided on this matter. Since you're willing to join us, The ugly black world beast said directly, "I will give you this chance." Lord Skeleton's eyes had a hint of bitterness, but he still accepted the order gratefully. "Do not resist." The world beast looked at him coldly. "Yes," Lord Skeleton replied respectfully. Instantly, the world beast's two eyes started to show blood runes, and the two blood runes started to spin. Lord Skeleton looked at the two runes in the world beast's eyes and felt his soul being tempted. "No. Father." One by one, the planes within this small universe began to collapse. The origin of this small universe was almost completely devoured. Naturally, all the spaces within this small universe began to collapse and be annihilated. Very soon, the origin completely disappeared. All the planes shattered like glass, and all the living beings were annihilated. World beast, world beast, world beast. In a faraway void, a man with 3 pairs of black wings was hiding there, howling in pain. Just now, his small-scale universe was finished, and so was his race. "Milky Way Lord, you are really useless, and we trusted you so much. My race will leave first, and your human race will also be annihilated." In the second reincarnation era, a golden-armored true god howled. He did not choose to escape, and instead chose to stay in his small-scale universe to live and die together with his race. His race would be annihilated, and his universe would be annihilated, and he would no longer have the chance to transcend reincarnation. When the 3 reincarnation eras were completed, he would still die. Rather than dying alone in the future, it was better to die now. "I am God, I true Lord, one of the 8 heroes of Cosmos C, and also the strongest expert of Cosmos C. I know a lot of information. I am willing to join you." God, I true Lord also begged the world beast in the void. "Seek refuge." The ferocious world beast in the distance pondered. At the same time, the thousands of world beasts that were devouring this small-scale universe stopped. "Fine." The realm beast nodded. "I will give you this chance." God, I true Lord let out a breath. "Remember, do not resist in the slightest." The realm beast looked at him and said. The God, I true Lord respectfully replied. Rays of black light shot out from the world beast's body and instantly seeped into the God, I true Lord's body. The God, I true Lord's armor and treasures didn't stop it, and he didn't resist at all. Swallow. The realm beast immediately began to swallow crazily. When a realm beast swallowed a true God, even if it resisted with all its might, it would still devour them very quickly, not to mention not resisting. In almost an instant, over half of the God, I true Lord rank's divine body was devoured. This is God, I true Lord rank was shocked. Don't resist, the realm beast said angrily. I have to exhaust your godly power to the point of exhaustion. Only then can you transform a portion of the realm beast's power. Only then can you become my vassal. The God, I true Lord hesitated for a moment before gritting his teeth and taking the gamble. In just a short moment, all the godly power was devoured, and at the moment of his death, the God, I true Lord rank understood. He only revealed a bitter smile and muttered, Calamity! Closely after, he was completely annihilated, and only some treasures were left floating. Fool! That realm beast sneered coldly. One of the 8 heroes? I already have Lord Skeleton as my slave. Why would I need other slaves? Immediately after, it opened its mouth and directly swallowed the treasures left behind by the God, I true Lord rank. The weapons and treasures used by true gods couldn't be used by realm beasts. Because their power was the complete opposite of that of true gods, they naturally couldn't recognize their owners or activate them. However, it was still possible to use them for show. For example, an axe could be used as an inanimate object, but it couldn't be enlarged and couldn't activate mysterious runes. Everyone in the cosmic sea was panicking. Within the East Deity's sacred ground. East Deity first ancestor, what do we do now? Let's kill our way out. Kill those realm beasts. East Deity first ancestor stood high up on the primogeniture tree and looked down at his clansmen. He shook his head and said, No need to struggle. Just wait for your final fate. The clansmen below were in despair and unwillingness, but there was nothing they could do. Sigh. East deity, first ancestor, shook his head. The only thing he could do was to use his willpower to augment the origin to resist the devouring. His willpower was already at the peak of eternal true God. Once augmented, the speed of the realm beast devouring was ridiculously slow. Moreover, his small-scale universe origin was stronger than Purple Moon first ancestors. East deity first ancestor was suddenly shocked. It stopped. He could clearly feel that the thousands of realm beasts outside had actually stopped devouring. I've obtained a huge opportunity, but I haven't truly become strong. Is this the end? I can't accept this. I can't accept this. Purple Moon first ancestor stood in his Purple Moon's sacred ground universe origin and looked around. He howled in pain. Suddenly, his expression turned into shock and joy. It stopped. The realm beasts moved majestically. It's too difficult to devour the two sacred grounds' origin energies. East deity sacred grounds resistance is the strongest. Purple Moon's sacred grounds resistance is slightly weaker. However, it still far surpasses those true God mini-cosmoses. The realm beasts transmitted. If we really devour them, it'll take a long time to finish them all. The two sacred grounds won't affect us at all. We'll let them go for now. Our time is of the essence now. We have to make full use of it. Luo Feng is our biggest enemy. Let's continue. Let's first wipe out the first and second reincarnation era. The realm beasts were incomparably united. Many small cosmoses' first and second reincarnation era races were being annihilated one by one. Many requests for help, angry messages, and curses were transmitted to the primal universe. The races within the primal universe, including Luo Feng's group, could only remain silent. They had no choice. Times as his God energy body had always been with Morosa, he clearly understood that the 900,000 realm beasts were all splitting up and heading towards the primal universe. Even if they were devouring the same small universe, the distance between them was over 1,000,000 light years. They definitely wouldn't give Luo Feng a chance to wipe them all out. Requests for help, curses, hatred, many messages were transmitted over constantly. During the primal universe era, the races were all panicking. Their hearts were heavy. Many races were annihilated one after another. Ancestral God sect. Luo Feng and the primal chaos city leader appeared in the ancestral God secret region. The two of them were known as the current leaders of the primal universe. As the realm beasts destroyed the first and second reincarnation era and headed towards the primal universe, they arrived at the ancestral God sect. So, the two of them headed straight towards the ancestral God palace. The three ancestral gods sensed their arrival and intentionally released the seal, allowing the two of them to teleport over. Three ancestral gods, Luo Feng and the primal chaos city leader, entered the palace side by side. The young ancestral god, the old ancestral god, and the two-faced ancestral god sat on their thrones. The old ancestral god spoke. Milky Way leader, primal chaos city leader, now is the most crucial time. I estimate the realm beasts will arrive in 1 or 2 days. At such a crucial time, why the two of you come here? In a while, I'll arrange for a few warriors from the ancestral god sect to head to the Milky Way sacred land. The three of you, the primal chaos city leader said. The realm beasts are invading. Their numbers are many, and their devouring of the origin energy is naturally even more terrifying. Inhi and I have come here in hopes that the origin willpower will release the ancestor. Without the support of the progenitor's will, his miniature universe would have been instantly devoured. A normal true God's small universe could withstand a few minutes of being devoured by thousands of realm beasts. However, without the support of a true God, the primal universe would indeed be destroyed in an instant. Requesting the origin willpower to release the ancestor, Luo Feng said. Release the ancestor? The three ancestral gods exchanged glances. If it was a normal time, the two of them would have rejected Luo Feng and the primal chaos city leader long ago. After all, when the ancestor provoked the origin willpower and was suppressed. How could the origin willpower be released so easily? However, now was different. It was a life and death moment for the entire primal universe's races. We'll contact the origin willpower, Old Song said. All right, we'll wait. The primal Chaos City leader and Luo Feng replied. However, their tone was obviously pressuring. No matter what, they had to let the ancestor out. Otherwise, the primal universe would definitely be destroyed. Rumble, a formless pressure descended. The origin willpower had already descended. The three ancestral gods closed their eyes and listened to the origin willpower's orders. After a while, they opened their eyes and looked apologetically at Luo Feng and the primal Chaos City leader. Their apologetic and helpless gazes made Luo Feng's heart tremble. Not good. Can the origin willpower release the ancestor? The primal Chaos City leader's expression was ashen. Luo Feng stared at the three ancestral gods. The three exchanged glances, after which the young ancestral god spoke. The origin willpower has already told us everything. The ancestor is definitely unable to be released. However, the origin willpower will no longer suppress his willpower. This allows him to condense a god body within the primal universe and also strengthen his small universe. What's going on? Luo Feng frowned. Since he's no longer suppressing his willpower, why not release it? When the ancestor was suppressed, even his willpower was suppressed. The ancestor couldn't even condense a god body outside. Otherwise, the primal Chaos City leader wouldn't have been in charge of the primal universe back then. The ancestor only relied on one technique, the virtual universe. This technique covered a vast area. Only then could he borrow this technique to allow his senses to spread everywhere. However, his body and willpower were still being suppressed. Milky Way, the old ancestral god sighed. The ancestor's strength back then was incomparably strong. Now that he's borrowed your hands to obtain the ancient civilization's inheritance, he's even stronger. If he were to come out and borrow the mechanical treasures, he wouldn't be much weaker than you, Milky Way. With such strength, if he were to defend against the world beast, it would naturally increase the chances of survival for our primal universe. If he could be released, the origin willpower would have released him long ago. To make you two feel at ease, I'll tell you the truth. Back then, the ancestor violated the highest laws and was restricted by them. Hence, the origin willpower suppressed him and had no right to release him. If you can resolve the world beast calamity and make a huge contribution, only then will I be able to release him. To be continued. If you like this work, please come a Chidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1499. Luo Feng and the primal Chaos City leader left the ancestral god palace and arrived at the primal universe. On a continent in the primal universe, Luo Feng and the primal Chaos City leader appeared side by side on this piece of land. In the distance, a white-robed man smiled and walked over. Teacher, the primal Chaos City leader's body trembled. Just as he took a few steps, his tears couldn't help but fall. The white-robed ancestor walked over and smiled as he inspected primal Chaos City Lord. Dumb child, you're really different from before. Seeing you in the virtual universe and seeing you in reality are also different. Primal Chaos City Master couldn't help but cry. In this world, the person he was closest to was his ancestor. It was his ancestor who had led him all the way. Teacher, Primal Chaos City Master's voice was trembling. All right. The progenitor nodded. I never thought that the origin would release its suppression on my will. We have to thank Luo Feng for this. Ancestor. Luo Feng too bowed. The ancestor was the earliest leader of the human race. If it wasn't for the ancestor, the human race probably wouldn't even have the qualifications to become a peak race. Without him, there wouldn't be the primal Chaos City Master, Giant Axe, and other existences. Perhaps his own fate wouldn't be the same, and he might not be able to reach his current heights. This person's contributions were so great that he deserved to be called the ancestor of the human race. My miniature universe has the support of my will. Even if it is devoured by the realm beast, it can still hold on for a while. The ancestor smiled. My will is much stronger than the wills of other true gods. Luo Feng nodded. The stronger the will, the more difficult it would be for the realm beast to devour it. In terms of comprehension realm, the original ancestor was a void real god. It was only because he had been suppressed that he hadn't broken through. As for his will, it had been suppressed by the origin will for a long time. This kind of oppression was also a way to train one's willpower. The strength of the progenitor's willpower had indeed reached an astonishing level, completely on par with Luo Feng's miraculous encounters. Go, the progenitor said. The realm beast is about to arrive, so there's no need for you to be distracted here. Resolving the realm beast calamity is the most important. The primal chaos city leader nodded. Luo Feng nodded. Towards the ancestor, Luo Feng had a lot of respect. After all, he didn't even receive the ancient inheritance and was able to create the virtual universe technique. Moreover, the ancestor's personality was like a gentle breeze, gentle like a gentleman. It was just that no one knew what he had done back then to actually violate the supreme rules. In the Milky Way Holy Land, more and more experts from the various races gathered. Previously, only representatives from the various races had come, but now, all of them had rushed over. Many true bodies were gathered here, and all of them had God power clones connected to the virtual universe. Within the virtual universe, on that floating shrine, Luo Feng and the primal chaos city leader sat there. The other true gods were scattered. Everyone, Luo Feng gazed below. The second reincarnation era's many small universes are about to be destroyed too. The movements of the world beasts are extremely important. I have a way to know the location of all the realm beasts. Now, I will tell everyone the locations of the realm beasts. There was an uproar and great joy below. Everyone was protecting their own small cosmos, so they naturally had to know the whereabouts of the realm beasts so that they could be more prepared. Let's watch. Luo Feng pointed ahead in space. Immediately, a 1 million kilometers diameter enormous ocean map appeared. On it were many small universe markings. This is the universe ocean map, the two sacred lands universe. All the small universe have markings and many other points of reference. Many real gods looked over. This is the location of the realm beasts. Luo Feng said. A blur of light dots immediately appeared on the map. Just the number of dots alone was enough to make many of the true gods' expressions turn ugly, and they began to panic. 900,000? Saying it was simple. However, with 900,000 dots appearing, the density of the dots indeed made the true gods feel immense pressure. Everyone take a look, Luo Feng said. 900,000 realm beasts. Half of them are at the outer perimeter and haven't moved. There are about 10,000 realm beasts scattered outside the three small universes, currently devouring. The remaining half are heading towards our primal universe. Everything on the map could be seen clearly. About 450,000 dots were indeed heading towards the primal universe. Hearing it was one thing, but looking at the 450,000 dots flying closer, everyone felt their scalps go numb and their hearts tightened. What do we defend? How do we defend against so many realm beasts? We don't even have a total of 100 true gods. If thousands of realm beasts devour one small universe, we can at most affect 10 of them. What do? The various races were panicking. They had been worrying about this problem for a long time. This is a calamity. Nine Nether Lord, however, shouted. We'll be lucky if we can make it through. But to defend? Even if our small universe is devoured, so what? Even if the small universe is devoured, we'll still be alive and well. As long as our generation of true gods can kill all the realm beasts, I believe we can still produce new true gods. Luo Feng's rise had only been 1 trillion eras. According to his calculations, after this reincarnation era ends, there are indeed trillions of eras left. The many geniuses that have been nurtured in the previous trillions of eras have all become universe lords. However, they would need enough time to break through to true God. trillions of eras. It wouldn't be hard for the primal universe to produce another 100 true gods. As long as we destroy the realm beasts, new true gods will be born. Even if all of our small universes are destroyed, we can still rely on them in the future. 9 Netherlords said directly, as long as any true god succeeds in reincarnation, then his race will never be destroyed. Even if we die, we have to survive this calamity, right? Many true gods roared. However, there were many true gods who were still panicking. Like the humans and the ancestral god sect, they had the confidence to produce new true gods in the trillions of eras. However, some of the smaller races, like the Great Alliance's foreign races, or the more secluded races, it was already extremely lucky to produce a true god. To produce another true god, how difficult would that be? Also, not every true god would be willing to die in a small universe. The moment a small universe was destroyed, they would never be able to break through again. Milky Way Ancestor. The human true gods didn't want the Ancestor and Luo Feng's small universe to be destroyed, because Luo Feng and the Ancestor both had the confidence to become void true gods and transcend reincarnation. Even though their thoughts were in chaos, the various races had no other choice but to do their best. Even Luo Feng had such thoughts. No matter what, surviving this calamity is the most important. Luo Feng was already mentally prepared for his small universe to be destroyed. Even though he wasn't willing, he was prepared for it. Luo Feng looked below. In the corner of the many true gods sat a silhouette. It was Mountain Passenger. Teacher? Luo Feng's heart skipped a beat. Mountain Passenger nodded towards him. Teacher is here too, Luo Feng exclaimed within. In the previous true god meetings, Mountain Passenger usually didn't participate. However, this time, it involved the life and death of all the races in the primal universe. Even the usually aloof Mountain Passenger was here, because his small universe was also threatened. Time passed. Curses and hate-filled messages came from the first and second reincarnation era's true gods through their communication cards. The lucky survivors were all hiding in the vast universe sea. As for their small universe, races, underlings, etc., they were all destroyed. The current world beast race was split into 2 parts. Both parts had over 450,000 world beasts. Master, Morasa pointed at the universe C model. The world beasts are split into 2 parts. The first part's 450,000 world beasts have always been at the outermost area of the first reincarnation era's small universe. They're all very far from each other. Luo Feng looked at the model. Over 450,000 light dots were all gathered in one area. From the model, it looked like they were naturally gathered together. However, in reality, the distance between each dot was over 10 million light years. The other part is heading here. Morasa pointed. Look, the second part's 450,000 world beasts aren't heading towards the small universes in the primal universe. Instead, they are heading towards you. Luo Feng looked carefully. The primal universe was incomparably huge. Hence, the small universe of the true gods were actually scattered all around the primal universe. If they wanted to invade all the small universes, these 450,000 world beasts should have been split into 10 groups. However, they were still gathered in one spot. The densely packed light dots were all heading towards Luo Feng's small universe. Even though they were gathered in one spot, the distance between them was still over 10 million light years. Luo Feng creased his eyebrows. World beasts, what does that mean? I estimate that in another hour, these 450,000 world beasts will reach Master's small universe. Morasa said. Time passed minute by minute. Very quickly, the vast and densely packed 450,000 world beasts were approaching Luo Feng's small universe from all directions. They want to deal with my small universe? Luo Feng creased his eyebrows. He had the Star Pagoda with him. The Star Pagoda was a godly emperor-level treasure. Just like the godly emperor's body that was over 100 million light years tall. These godly emperor-level treasures could become billions of light years tall, or even taller. In theory, it was possible. However, the bigger the Star Pagoda, the more God energy it would consume. If they force me, I'll immediately use the Star Pagoda to cover my small universe. After that, I'll kill all these world beasts. Luo Feng thought. However, to control the Star Pagoda to become that big, Luo Feng couldn't be too far away. Master. Murasa was shocked. Master, the first part, Luo Feng looked over. The first group of 450,000 world beasts that were originally in the first reincarnation region suddenly started to pair up and get close to each other. Master. Murasa was shocked. The second group of 450,000 world beasts are already around Master's small universe. They only need a minute to swiftly invade and swallow Master's small universe. And the first group of world beasts have started to pair up and kill each other. In just a short while, over 100,000 world beasts have already died. Luo Feng's expression changed greatly. He understood. Those 450,000 world beasts, killing each other in pairs. The victors will continue to kill each other. A level 6 world beast was destined to be born. Should Luo Feng stop them? If he did, then the 450,000 world beasts surrounding Luo Feng's small universe would definitely, mercilessly swallow his small universe. If Luo Feng didn't go and protect his small universe, then he could only watch as a level 6 world beast was born. The destruction of the small universe, the birth of a level 6 world beast, one was destined to happen. This was a plot, forcing Luo Feng to make a choice. To be continued. If you like this work, please come come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1500. He could only choose one. Luo Feng's eyes were filled with determination. I have no choice. To protect everything in his heart. Even sacrificing his life was worth it, much less his own small universe. Even if the small universe was destroyed, it only meant it couldn't grow anymore. Virtual universe. Within the floating shrine, the true gods of the primal universe gathered. The universe ocean map floating high above indicated everything. 9 Nether True Lord, Star Primogenitor, Origin Island Lord, and the other true gods stared at the blurry dots of light on the map, all worried. The world beasts are split into two. The true gods were worried. Seated above, the white-robed Luo Feng didn't hide anything. Facing a life or death situation, there was no need to hide anything. Everyone, right now the world beasts are split into two groups. 450,000 of them are surrounding my small universe. They could get close and eat at any time. The other group also has 450,000 of them. It's in the distant first reincarnation era where the small universe was. They are currently paired up, killing and eating. The victors will continue to pair up and kill. If this continues, the 450,000 of them will evolve into incomparably terrifying world beasts. The moment they reach level 6, even I have no hope. Level 6 world beasts had tens of thousands of clones. No matter how strong he was, he could only kill one. Under the formless laws, Ma Yuo Sa would be forced to come out and kill the level 6 world beasts. The moment the level 6 beast becomes an emperor, it would immediately produce large amounts of warriors. These warriors would be even more terrifying than the level 6 world beasts. The vast army would definitely be able to sweep through everything. Pair up and kill. If this continues, it will quickly evolve into an absolute world beast. Only the Milky Way leader has any hope of stopping this. However, the moment he reaches there, the 450,000 world beasts surrounding his small universe will immediately devour his small universe. The true gods below all discussed internally, discussing anxiously. No one had a choice. It was a difficult choice. The world beasts were originally arrogant. Every one of them wanted to become an emperor. And this current pair-up wasn't really fair. Like a level 2 world beast, it would normally fight against other level 2 world beasts. That way it would constantly grow. And now, with the pair-up, forcing it to fight against a level 3 world beast, even if it knew it was suicide, it still had to fight. And the 450,000 world beasts surrounding Luo Feng, the chances of reaching level 6 were much lower. Therefore, this distribution was not fair. If there wasn't enough of a threat, the realm beasts would never use this method to decide the final king. However, Luo Feng was too terrifying, causing them to obey him and choose the cruel slaughter. Although it was cruel, it was effective. This caused Luo Feng and the other races of the universe, to fall into despair. Luo Feng gazed below. The true gods below were all discussing. Luo Feng, sitting beside Luo Feng, the primal chaos city leader, communicated, "There's no need to ask what they're thinking. They're all hoping for you to fight, even though that would destroy your small universe." However, the other races didn't care whether your small universe was destroyed or not. It's just that they don't dare to say it for fear of angering you. Luo Feng nodded. He understood this. "I have no choice." Luo Feng communicated to his teacher. Primal Chaos City leader sighed. That's right, he had no choice. Everyone, Luo Feng gazed below and spoke. The real gods below all lifted their heads and listened carefully. Passing the realm beast calamity is the most important. I'll immediately head to the first cycle region and do my best to deal with the threat. Luo Feng said. Teacher, Milky Way. Luo Feng. Immediately, a human true god shouted. Like Hua Qiong and Hong, they were even more anxious. If they chose to leave with Luo Feng's small universe, even if the other true gods went to protect it, it would be very difficult. It was almost certain to be swallowed by the realm beasts. That way, Luo Feng's future would be cut off, and he would never be able to improve. No need to persuade me. Luo Feng said, my small universe is big enough. Maybe it can last longer. But that's 450,000 realm beasts. Hua Qiong said anxiously. Luo Feng shook his head. I have no choice. The human true gods who originally wanted to persuade him all went silent. Even the demon and bug race true gods who were gloating over Luo Feng's misfortune felt their hearts sink. Yes, he had no choice. Even a Milky Way leader didn't have a choice. The other races were even sadder. They could only hope for the Milky Way leader to succeed, otherwise they were destined to be destroyed. I don't have 100% confidence when I leave this time. Luo Feng shook his head. Of the 450,000 realm beasts in the first cycle region, many have already died from fighting each other. They're all scattered. Only when they were fighting against each other would the two realm beasts closest to each other kill each other. Even if I wanted to kill them, I wouldn't be able to do it on a large scale. The true gods below felt their hearts sink again. I'll use all my strength to deal with the realm beasts. As for protecting our own small universes, Luo Feng said, you guys will have to rely on yourselves. I can't afford to be distracted. Silence reigned. The true gods all exchanged glances. Even though they weren't willing to accept it, they understood that even Luo Feng couldn't protect his own small universe. Protecting their own would be even harder. Milky Way leader, go ahead. You don't even care about your own small universe's safety. Even if we lose our small universe, it doesn't matter. Right? Our chances of escaping the reincarnation cycle are already so low that it's negligible. Whether or not we have a small universe doesn't make much of a difference. Milky Way leader, don't distract us. The realm beast calamity, we can't even help. Naturally, we can't affect you. The true gods of the various races understood the gravity of the situation. Killing the realm beasts was the most important matter. As for the others, everything could be sacrificed. Even if they weren't willing to sacrifice themselves, if the realm beast army really surrounded them, how could their small universe defend? They had to accept all of this, simultaneously hoping Luo Feng would succeed. This was a true calamity. Under this calamity, surviving meant victory. While the true gods of the various clans were discussing, the mountain-sitting guest, who was sitting in the corner, watched everything silently. A faint smile appeared at the corner of his mouth. He really is my disciple. I can't even see his struggle and hesitation, understanding one's nature and looking straight at one's heart. Even after becoming the strongest warrior of the universe, his heart is still so clear, untainted. Mountain Guest was very clear. When one was weak and climbed up step by step, one might be able to see one's nature and look straight at one's heart, cutting off all temptations. However, when one becomes the strongest being, at that time, one can naturally ask for more and have more. One's heart will also become greedy and want more. At that time, to maintain a clear heart would be very difficult. Luo Feng. Mountain Guest communicated. Luo Feng, who sat at the top, couldn't help but look at Mountain Guest. Teacher. Luo Feng communicated. Go ahead and deal with the threat of the realm beasts. As for your small universe, you don't have to worry about it. Sitting Mountain Passenger said, I will immediately head to your small cosmos and temporarily stay there. I have a treasure that should be able to protect your small universe from being swallowed. What? Luo Feng, who sat at the top, was shocked. Beside him, the Primal Chaos City leader also felt Luo Feng's mental state change and couldn't help but turn to look at him. Teacher. Luo Feng was extremely shocked. You said, you can protect my small universe? Mountain Guest continued to communicate. Right? Then teacher, what about your own small universe? Luo Feng asked. I can only protect one. Mountain Guest replied directly. What he meant was that when he entered Luo Feng's small universe to help Luo Feng, he couldn't split his attention to protect his own small universe. Luo Feng was anxious. Teacher, the moment your small universe is swallowed, my small universe, no need to say more. Mountain Guest said, even if I transcend the rebirth, it's useless. Your survival is more important. I've spent countless amounts of time and effort to nurture you. You're much stronger than I expected. You have more potential. How can I so easily cut off your future? Wouldn't that make my countless years of anticipation go up in smoke? Luo Feng was shocked. Right? His own future was cut off. He was willing. But had he thought of Mountain Guest? Mountain Guest's teacher nurtured him. If he couldn't improve any further, it would indeed make Mountain Guest's hopes go up in smoke. No need to think too much. Mountain Guest said, it doesn't matter if I can't reach the void level. You transcending the rebirth is the most important. In the future, you'll know all the secrets. When that time comes, you'll understand why I'm doing this. Go, focus on dealing with the world beast. Your small universe, teacher, would rather die than protect it. Luo Feng sat high up in his throne. He looked at the distant Mountain Guest in the corner and closed his eyes. His heart was trembling. Maybe Mountain Guest wanted to use him, or maybe he had some other plan. However, in the trillions of eras, on his path of growth, Mountain Guest had never asked him for any help. It was always Mountain Guest who helped him. Even now, Mountain Guest was still helping him. This favor was so great that it could even be said that his help far exceeded that of True Yin and Primal Chaos. It was only because he always felt that Mountain Guest had some other plan that there was a barrier in his heart. However, no matter what, Mountain Guest had always been helping him. Even if he had to give up his own small universe, he would still help him. Teacher, Luo Feng thought to himself, once the world beast calamity is over, everything that I protected will be safe. I, Luo Feng, would rather die than repay your kindness. So, in the endless huge primal universe membrane, a silhouette flew through the membrane. He was dressed in silver armor and had 5 pairs of wings on his back. World Beast. Luo Feng's eyes gleamed fiercely, after which he disappeared in the endless chaotic energy flow. When Luo Feng left the primal universe, outside the universe passage between the Milky Way sacred land and Luo Feng's small universe, Mountain Guest, who was sitting cross-legged on a mountain, floated over. His eyes were calm, without a hint of sadness or happiness. The guards, who had received orders earlier, naturally didn't dare to stop him. They allowed him to fly into the universe passage. Asterisk, 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 to be continued. If you like this work, please come Achidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1501. Within Luo Feng's small universe. Mountain Passenger flew into a gradually forming space. The vast land was slowly forming too. Mountain Passenger observed carefully, smiling and nodding. This universe's structure is indeed not normal. Even though he didn't know the true structure of the universe, he could still see a part of it. Mountain Passenger could feel the difference too. Luo Feng. Mountain Passenger waved his hand, and an elegant palace appeared beside him. Mountain Passenger walked straight in and said, I'll stay within your small universe. Right now, the 450,000 realm beasts are outside. Sense carefully the moment they attack. Inform me immediately. Yes, teacher. A voice resounded from the distance. The 450,000 realm beasts hadn't attacked yet. It was just a form of deterrence. Luo Feng couldn't let Mountain Passenger guard all the time. To guard such a huge, small universe, the price would definitely not be small. Naturally, it wouldn't be too late to inform him when the realm beasts start devouring. In another part of the small universe, within a ship, Luo Feng's god energy clone was together with Morosa. Master, the number of realm beasts in that region has already dropped to less than 50,000. Morosa said. Luo Feng nodded. At this time his body was already near that region. He didn't continue forward, because he didn't have a clear target yet. After all, with so many realm beasts, the moment he attacked one, the others would know. Hence the moment he attacked, he had to catch a big fish. Naturally, he had to wait. Morosa, just keep an eye on him. At the same time, sense the energy of each and every one of them. Luo Feng said, some world beasts eat more, some eat less. I'll keep a close eye on those that eat more. If you feel it's about to reach level 5, inform me immediately. From 450,000 to less than 50,000. On average, 1 out of every 9 realm beasts would survive. However, in reality, some of the stronger ones would kill and eat even faster, maybe eating 20 to 30 realm beasts. And some of them would have a hard time winning, maybe killing for a long time before winning, maybe eating 5 to 6 realm beasts. The chances of reaching level 5 were naturally different. Yes, Morosa replied respectfully. Time passed. Luo Feng could clearly see that the huge model's light spots were constantly decreasing. The 450,000 realm beasts surrounding his small universe didn't move at all, obviously. If he didn't move, they wouldn't move either. Once he attacked, or something else, these realm beasts would react accordingly. Less than 3,000. Luo Feng looked at the lights from 450,000 to less than 3,000. One could imagine how fast it was decreasing. There were less than 3,000 light dots. Even Luo Feng could see them clearly. No 5th level appeared? Luo Feng asked. Rest assured, Master. Right now, it's only suspected that a level 5 has been born, but even if it's born, it'll be someone who just broke through. If his master were to charge over, he would end up alarming the entire realm beast horde, and the gains would not make up for the losses. As long as we wait a little longer, there will definitely be a few who are at the 5th step. Luo Feng nodded. Remember, don't ever let a level 6 be born. I will be careful. It is very difficult for a level 6 realm beast to be born. Previously, there were only 450,000 realm beasts. Almost 2/3 of the realm beast's energy had to be gathered in one realm beast before it could transform into a level 6 realm beast. So don't worry, Master. I will inform Master of any threats as soon as possible. Luo Feng nodded. Time ticked by. It wasn't just Luo Feng who was worried. Even the true gods in the virtual universe panicked. However, they didn't dare disturb Luo Feng. Master, we can depart now, Morosa suddenly said. Depart? Luo Feng's eyes gleamed. Right now, there are less than 1,000 realm beasts in this region, of which there are 3 that are definitely level 5. Morosa said. Luo Feng pondered. Only 3 are definitely level 5. These 3 realm beasts have been extremely fast while killing and devouring. According to the amount of realm beasts they've devoured, they've definitely reached level 5. Of course, they're still far from level 6. Comparing level 5 and 6. Out of 33 level 5 realm beasts, only 1 level 6 could be born. No rush. Luo Feng creased his eyebrows. The amount of realm beasts I can kill is very little. I'll kill them while they're stronger. Let them devour more realm beasts. The number of realm beasts continued to decrease. 800, 600, 300. Master, right now, there are only 210 realm beasts left. Morosa said anxiously. There are 10 that have definitely reached level 5. The other 7 should have just reached level 5 not too long ago. And these 3 are the most powerful. Luo Feng looked over. It was time to act. If he waited any longer, it would only increase the chances of reaching level 6. 3. Luo Feng locked onto those 3 realm beasts. Within the endless chaos energy flow, a silver-armored Luo Feng stood in midair. The moment I kill a realm beast, I'll definitely be discovered. Luo Feng thought. When that happens, the other realm beasts will start to flee. However, I'll teleport even further. I'll definitely be able to kill another one. Hence, I'll at least be able to kill 2 realm beasts. Killing 3 is pretty much my limit. Killing 4 will depend on luck. Luo Feng's target was naturally the strongest realm beasts. Depart. Shua, shua, shua. Luo Feng immediately used his high-frequency, ultra-long-distance teleportation to rush over. He was originally not too far away from that region. Within 3 minutes, he neared Murasa's most important realm beast. Murasa said, "Master, this is the realm beast Chia. When I was at my peak, it was about the same level as me. Before this devouring, I already suspected it to be level 4. This time, it's devoured the most realm beasts. According to my estimation, it's the one closest to level 6. Its current strength is definitely at the pinnacle of level 5. Chia?" Luo Feng immediately teleported closer, simultaneously carefully sensing. Ha! A malevolent realm beast floated in mid-air. It was wantonly devouring another realm beast. Being devoured by me is your honor. I'm the destined final king. The realm beast Chi was very confident. It had always been at the pinnacle of the realm beasts. The last time Luo Feng killed over 8 million realm beasts, it caused many of the pinnacle realm beasts to die, especially when he killed Bei Di. The moment Bei Di died, Chi was already level 4 back then. Naturally, it stood at the pinnacle. And this time, while devouring each other, it naturally used all its strength. It was certain that it was the fastest. The moment I reach level 6, I'll have 10,000 clones. I'll never die. I have ways to kill my opponents one by one. Even if I'm surrounded and attacked, I'll only lose a single clone. I can fail hundreds and thousands of times. However, those realm beasts can't fail even once. The realm beast Chi was incomparably confident. The final king will definitely be me. The first to become a level 6 realm beast was destined to be the king. This was a logic. Next, the realm beast Chi sensed the realm beast that was closest to him and immediately wanted to teleport over. Wong, the surrounding space suddenly froze. Not good. The realm beast Chi's heart trembled. He hadn't even seen who it was. Just the space froze was enough to make the realm beast Chi panic. It was the Milky Way leader. It had to be him. It was currently already at the forefront of evolution. It had the highest hopes of becoming the king. And on this path, its greatest enemy was the Milky Way leader Luo Feng. The moment it was intercepted by him, it would be over. If it wasn't intercepted, it would be able to soar to level 6 and finally become a king. Owl, the realm beast Chiya's 2 heads looked over. In the distance, a silver-armored man appeared. That resplendent 5 pairs of wings were even more dazzling. Hate. Chiya's 2 eyes were filled with madness and unwillingness. It was really hate. Just a little more. If it wasn't for this Milky Way leader intercepting him, he would have a high chance of becoming the final king. However, now, it was all for nothing. According to the plans of the entire realm beast race, the moment this Milky Way leader came out to kill them, it would mean the cruelest situation. The Milky Way leader Luo Feng no longer cared about his own small universe. And the first to be attacked was naturally the sacrificial lamb. Chia became the sacrificial lamb. Milky Way leader. Chia roared, "You will regret this. You will regret this." In the distance, the silver-armored man didn't care at all. The resplendent wings on his back immediately glowed brightly. He ignited his god energy to the extreme and immediately enveloped the endless space around him, forming a small universe. The Milky Way leader is attacking me. He's attacking me. He's right here, right here. Chia immediately began to madly communicate to the other realm beasts, except for Morosha. Destroy his small universe. destroy his small universe. Comrades, avenge me. Chia's heart was filled with hatred and unwillingness. After which, he roared and immediately charged towards the distant silver-armored man. At the same time, the blood runes on his body began to revolve. Obviously, he didn't hesitate to unleash his strongest killing move, destruction. He's right here with me. He's right here with me. Destroy his small universe. Destroy his small universe. The realm beast Chia's voice was filled with hatred and hatred. It resounded within the minds of every single realm beast. This was the plan agreed upon by the 900,000 realm beasts. They were fighting to the death to choose a level 6 realm beast. The moment a level 6 realm beast was born, this battle would be considered a victory for the realm beasts. His small universe is surrounded by us, and he still dares to kill his way out? This Milky Way leader is really going all out. He doesn't even care about his small universe. He's going all out. The realm beasts were furious too. The Milky Way leader was going all out too. The realm beasts were going all out too. Devour his small universe. That huge small universe's outer space was surrounded by 450,000 realm beasts. The densely packed realm beasts were scattered all over the place. Following their angry roars, all of the realm beasts immediately teleported towards that small universe. Very quickly, it was within their devouring range. Devour it! Devour it! Over 450,000 realm beasts, at the same time, shot out countless twisted beams of light from their bodies. They pierced through space and enveloped Luo Feng's incomparably huge small universe. To be continued. If you like this work, please come to Chidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation.